Marcus Peterson, but everyone calls him MP. He is a guard trying to make it to the NBA, but first, he has to make it through high school. Coming out of New York City, MP is a 6'3" point guard, 180 pounds, leading the Midtown Bulldogs. Playing for the Bulldogs means there's no other real talent here. Haven't won state in over 10 years. I'm really the only notable name. I'm a 2-star recruit trying to get more stars. So hopefully this playoff run can boost my stock for a higher team to come recruit me. I really want to play for Kentucky under John Calipari, but we have to get that scholarship offer, and we have to do that by showing out. We're not doing that right now. 2 turnovers to start the game. Great rebound, pushing it in transition, getting downhill, stepping through, missing a layup, and this is MP's bread and butter. I'm known as a slasher. For me to miss around the rim in transition is not looking good to start the game. Down in the block, my teammate punches that thing. I scoop it up, pushing in transition, contact, and the foul. Finished well with both hands. Me being a left-handed guard, I had to develop that right hand, but jump shooting is one of the areas I struggle as I knock down that beautiful shot at the end of the quarter. Getting downhill is my bread and butter, baby. And I'm trying to be one of the best players in the nation, and doing that is coming to fruition. The way that I'm stepping through the lane, finishing with right hand so confident. I'm going up for right-handed layups more than the left, and this guy can't hold me one-on-one. Pull up, hey, rattles home. That's a friendly rim, but hey, we take every point we can get. Nice hop step. The Fairview Dragons get on a run here. The ball pops out on the baseline, picked up, jump shot goes up, and it somehow rattles home. They get the ball to their star player, Wang. Has he pull up, bang! They go on a run, I go on a slump. That's how leads get blown into. Forcing a shot, missing it. Forcing another shot, missing it. Get into a shooting slump early, but when your shooting starts to decline, your defense better improve. One-on-one defense, they wanted them to ISO me, not letting that happen. Crossing the open court, got the bump, pull up. Yeah, I'm struggling early. These are shots that I need to be able to make at a high level if I really want to go to Kentucky like I'm dreaming. Bang! At least I'm hitting something, man. Pulling out the win. Final stat line, 21 points, 2 rebounds, about 2 steals, shot 9 for 15 from the field. We not letting those scholarship offers get to our head because we want Kentucky. We shot terribly last game, so before school, I'm getting shots up in the morning. This is 6 a.m. You gotta work when everybody else is sleeping if you want to get to a place that no one else is at. MP understands that, and he is a hard worker. Playoff game part 2. Now we going up against Parkside. Oh baby, Parkside came out and start killing us because I wanted to get some assists as a point guard. I sold last game and had 0 assists, so this game I wanted to get my teammates involved, and all that did was get us down. I'm advancing the ball, teammates shooting bad shots, I'm getting open. Hey, getting to the rack, they drop down on me, wide open pass. He don't even pull the shot. But the other team, bang! Parkside came out and trying to catch a body on us. Everybody collapsing on me, another water. He still don't shoot it again. Advance the ball down court, turnover. Oh my goodness. Coach yelling at me. He like, shoot the ball, MP. That's all you had to say, coach. Stop trying to get the teammates involved and take over. And I instantly get downhill, drawing fouls, getting the screen, going downhill. Hey, fake the pull-up, got him with the cross, lay, woo! That's all coach had to say was get aggressive, MP. This is your team. We fall behind you. So once you get started, the team then can get behind that. Beautiful, get back to me, man. Look at us pushing in transition, cross, spin, hey, through the contact. Where's the foul, referee? Where's my foul? Hey, screen, cross, pull up, bang! I'm telling y'all, I was working on my jumper before school and I'm getting us this win. That didn't happen at all. We ended up losing that game, actually. In the actual state champions ended up being a team led by a guy named Shep Owens, an athletic freak of nature, standing 6'5", 17 years old. He only a junior and he already ranked higher in the nation than me, bruh. Come on. This was his breakout year playing in high school. He was unranked, no name coming into this season, but he really had a growth spurt from 6 feet, grew 5 inches, and this boy showed out. He really rough around the edges, you know, lack of jump shooting, lack of discipline, but that athleticism got him straight past a lot of players, myself included, leading his team to the state championship this year. He still has another senior year to play, so I won't be seeing him in college this year, but who knows where we gonna end up. Not getting invited to the McDonald's All-American game, not getting invited to the Nike Hoop Summit. I decided to pull up to the Hoop Summit anyway, but as a spectator because it is in New York. So basically, I had nothing better to do. I wanted to be a part of the atmosphere of the high school hoopers going into college because I need to get into it. Not getting any real offers. Kentucky looking like a pipe dream at this point, so I don't really know what I'm leaning towards, but nonetheless, it was good to come out here and look at these players hoop during the Hoop Summit. Wish that I could have been a part of it more than anything. They looked like they was having a whole lot of fun out there.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Charles Bassey.
Had to say what's up to Cade after his Hoop Summit game. He played real good out there. Wanted to talk to him about how he think college life gonna be since he committed to Oklahoma State. I still haven't figured out which college I'm going to and how just being a top prospect because I'm still trying to get there. Y'all know what it's like out here struggling. Hopefully, we start making some noise so the NBA could really be aware of our talent because we really want to make the league. Education in school is nice, but that's not what we here for. We trying to go straight to the league. Yeah. So the real question is, will I be going to college, G League, or even overseas? What's my decision? Since these are teams I'm trying out for that didn't offer me a scholarship, I'm gonna have to work twice as hard to get into them. I'm gonna have to really show out as a walk-on. I'm gonna have to make sure they even want me on their roster, so I'm gonna have to play better than the players that are already there at these colleges. We're talking seniors, juniors. I'm gonna have to outplay them as a freshman if I even want to make the roster without a scholarship. So I'm definitely putting shots up in the gym every day. This was where I struggled at in high school. Lack of shooting. My ability to get to the rim is pretty good, but coming up to the college level, I have to work on my jump shot. Teams are now running zones. Teams are now better players. I have to improve as a player if I even want to make the roster. You have to be a jump shooter in today's climate anyway. Everybody loves jump shooters, and the fact that that's an element that I'm lacking, and I'm not even super athletic that it blows you away with my jumping ability. Yeah, I got a lot of work to put in as a 2-star trying to make the team as a walk-on. So basically, I'll just be in the gym until walk-on tryouts in a couple months. As we take a look at Syracuse roster in the upcoming 2021 year, they have weaker guards. The recruitment class was not heavy for them, so this makes it beautiful for me. I could possibly slip into a roster spot. As we look over at Connecticut's roster, they are stacked to the tooth with guard potential. There's so many guards here, little room for me to fit in. If I was to show out and go crazy, maybe I could make a roster spot, but just how much guards they have and the talented guards they have, I would have to come off the bench here, which means I could learn from them, so I don't mind at all. Been straight into the walk-ons. It's pretty cool that UConn actually got some of their players working out with us just to get they self warmed up before the season start. That's a problem for me because now that means I'm going up against college level players that are established in college. These aren't just walk-ons, scrubs trying to make college basketball. These are established scholarship players, and I am in a vice grip. I can't get anywhere on the court, and I'm getting backdoored. The IQ is obviously higher than what I got. I'm not ready for this. I'm a freshman and they're treating me like it. I'm getting no separation on any of these players. I am clamped. This is what NBA talent looks like compared to everybody else. getting wherever he wants on the court. Any shot he puts up is a good shot. I'm trying to get myself going by doing a simple give and go. I'm clamped on that as well. Somehow I get put into a mismatch, bodied me up, easy basketball. I am getting cooked. That's why I've been in the gym all summer, and I'm 1 for 6 with 5 turnovers. They are not calling me back. I didn't have to sit with that miserable game for too long because Syracuse had their workouts a couple days later. Now, these players are a lot worse than what I had to go up against. When I tell you they're a lot worse, shot selection lower. That man saw a shot that he did not like the whole game. My matchup was inches shorter than me, so I already knew this point guard was going to get cooked. And definitely, I'm angry now, a lot less nervous, and I'm playing with a purpose. Look at me getting to my spot, taking a smart shot that I wasn't doing at Connecticut. Good thing I had that game at Connecticut because it made me a smarter player without me even knowing. Simple screen for the guard, I hit him, he pull it. I'm telling you, he think he LeBron. I don't even take that stupid shot personal. I'm just start harassing the point guard up court, force him into a bad pass. Now he trying to wrap around. They set an off-ball screen. I hit that screen hard, but I drop him off the three-point line and force him into a bad shot. My shooting guard playing great defense here, forces the miss, cleans up the rebound. He got his head up, and you know when he get the ball, he not passing it. See a opening, and they hack that man. That's a foul. So anyway, I get the center matched up on me, and I take my time and just get straight to the rim. Beautiful basketball. I finished this session with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Coach was insanely impressed with my performance after that game. He made sure he talked to me personally, made sure he got my contact information to stay in touch with me. When I said stay in touch, I didn't know he meant the very next day they was gonna have a workout. We're in the official Syracuse gym now. They're putting me in a couple drills to see how good of a basketball player I really am. My walk-on performance was good, but it doesn't show them what areas I struggle and what areas I'm good at. It's just one game. They want to see how well I can shoot off dribble, and I would like to be honest, I missed almost everything out here. I was excited to be here, but I'm telling you, it get nervous out there. I'm not that great of a shooter. And I'm thinking this is my make or break moment. There was a lot riding on this, and I was knocking down them corner threes, but these off dribble shots got the best of me. They wanted to see how well I finish around the rim, but this is exactly what I'm good at, so this was really easy for me. And the guy I'm going up against, he was pretty cool, a nice guy. Would love to have him as a teammate if I can make it here. Beautiful finishing around the rim. Coach asked me to come into his office just off the simple fact that they wanted to offer me a roster spot to play here at Syracuse, so now I don't have to go across country to Louisville, and that is actually exciting information. I'm currently sitting at third in the point guard slot, and I've been assigned a mentor of Adonis Arms, 23-year-old. He been in college for the last 4 years. He a senior. He gonna help me fit to the system of this team, because as you can see, I'm only a 1-star when it comes to the system proficiency. I'm not a jump shooter, and we need to really fill out the role as jump shooting for the team. So I'm also working on my outside scoring every week in practice. I don't know how much playing time I'm gonna get, but they're definitely gonna be working me towards jump shooting. So I'll be back in the gym putting up jump shots just like I had to get here. It looked like it's just gonna be a lot of this because they don't trust me shooting the ball for obvious reasons. Going up against Arizona, they star players Benedict Mathern. I need us to get this win to start the season off, and I would like playing time. I got no playing time in this game. Mathern is fouled out the game. That's good for us. They at the free throw line. They got a 1-and-1. If he missed, we get it. Puts it up, bricks it. Our rebound, we go for a timeout, and the play we get out of the timeout is a turnover. We lose that game. And I don't get to come off the bench. I'm getting frustrated already here, man. I want some playing time. We got 2 weeks before our next game against Michigan, so hopefully I can convince coach to let me get some type of time within this game. Comparing myself to the current backup point guard, I have the better upside, and it's obvious. My strengths outweigh his. I'm lacking a little bit in IQ when it comes to weakness. That's because this is my first year in college. He been here for the past 2 years, and he transferred from Texas Tech. He been all over the place. He not me. First time I'm going straight head up with our starting guard. He is a solid player, and we gotta see how I work the pick and roll. Coach hate that I chose that option. He don't like that. Now he trying to see how I lob the pick and roll. How do I miss that pass? Try it again. Fail it again. Now they say starting point guard, show them how it's done. This is why I'm on the bench. I'm worse than I'm actually giving myself credit for. Couldn't even guard him on a pick and roll, easy bucket. First off, I'm not making passes. Second off, I'm allowing defenses to score. Drop down. We get a stop there. Okay. One out of 2 so far. We went 1 for 3 on our pick and roll. They going 1 for 2. We get a stop here. Beautiful. We went even there. Now, we're doing a different setup to see what the point guard sees inside the zone defense. We got to make sure we break in these zones. That's the whole point of this. See how well I run the defense. See how well you play as a point guard. Now, as you can see, I'm picking up our starting guard, making sure that he gets nowhere. Giving him no airspace to breathe. Comes around the screen. We switching that. Wide open jump shot. Listen, man, that's out of my zone. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm forcing a pickup, harassing him with the ball. Perfect defense. Now let's see how I run it. Listen, I got eyes everywhere. I see the open player. I'm dotting that. No hesitation. I'm dotting it. Now they want to see if I can hit a shot off dribble. Look at me in that corner. Spot up, pull up. Now, this is where it gets scary, because this is my problem. Can I make these shots to break the zone? That is my number one question. That's a mid-range shot. We don't want those. The three-pointer was wide open. While I'm in the mid-range area, get behind that three-point line. And that's exactly what I do. Bang! This is why people say practice makes perfect. Y'all saw me spotting up. This is the location they want me to be. I didn't even notice why they had me working out. This is a play in their playbook. That's why they got me spotted up, pulling shots from there. And I'm showing them that I can hit it. Give me a shot in the lineup. You can still be an undefeated at 4-0 and us not getting a win at 0-2. Franz, being one of their star players, came out cooking us. This game had no chance in us winning. They had us on lock. Great defense from Michigan. We couldn't figure them out all game. It got into a blowout easily. Next game, we got to go up against Florida State. Best player is Scotty Barnes. Hey, man, at least I got to get on the court for the first time, but it was only for a free throw and for the ball to end at the court. Why they put me out here for this? Anyway, they did that so I could come into the next quarter and get started. Actually, I'm on defense, trying to guard my matchup. I think he knew that I'm brand new to college ball, because he went straight at me the second I got out here on the court, and they don't make no sense. It's like they could smell blood in the water with me, and they just go on the attack. We run in our pick and roll that we've been practicing, clamp it up. So yeah, that was a big waste of time. Now they get me top of the key, going downhill. This is my bread. And getting a foul. Beautiful. That's all you can ask for. I knocked down both free throws. We actually win our first game so far this season. After the game, I wanted to get extra shots up. Work don't stop. Had 2 teammates kind enough to sit here with me and shack for me as I put up shots in the gym after the game. Listen, I'm going to get better. If it's the last thing I do, I need jump shooting in my game, and I'm not leaving college until I get it. Gonzaga, the best school in college right now, led by Drew Tom, Jalen Suggs, and Corey Kispert. I'm trying my best to get aggressive with these boys to show my team what I can do, switching in mid-air. Getting it at the top of the key. Has he going left, switching back right? I'm too fast for these boys. And I'm finally getting comfortable in college as coach is finally giving me time to show. As the weeks go by, I continue to get no real playing time. We go up against OSU with Cade Cunningham. Had to talk to him in high school, but this is our first time seeing him in college, and he strictly came to play and give us buckets. He finished the game with 26. We couldn't do anything to answer against his offense. He was too dominant against us, too comfortable. We didn't have him rattled. He had us figured out from the start of the game. Cade is really a problem, and we couldn't do anything to stop it. Rounding off the end of the season, North Carolina is in the #1 spot, Michigan #2. We fall to 20th in the NCAA. Chat, I don't know what's going on. They ain't give me no playing time, so I'm not surprised we was a bunch of losers. They should have gave me more PT. Ohio State went on to win the national championship this year. Personally, I can't do anything at the end of this year. We didn't make the NCAA March Madness tournament. I don't have a real name. I'm not in the starting lineup. I'm third off the bench. I'm not even a backup point guard, so my best bet is to stay another year in college just so I can get a draft stock, because I have absolutely zero. I don't have any draft stock right now, so I gotta stay. Should I even continue to play here at Syracuse? So I talked to coach about my potential sophomore year and if I should transfer. He offered me a full-on scholarship, so now I get to actually commit to the team. And he did say since I'm a year wiser, I would be getting more playing time next season, especially since our point guard left as a senior. OG here was hosting some open runs in New York, so I went back home to go play. And my boy Shep Owens came out to hoop too, so this was beautiful. I was gonna get to hoop with him. Haven't seen him in over a year, but for some weird reason he was giving me attitude, so we start getting into it before the game, little back and forth arguing. So when the game start, I just come out in attack mode, bump him, fade away, over the hand, bang. I'm still attacking Shep, high school teammate. He can't guard me. Keep in mind, Shep and his high school teammate ain't see me in over a year and a half. I used to just be a trash player in high school. They ain't know that I've been working real hard at D1. So the fact that I have a jump shot and I'm so good at dribbling, surprising him, I left him open by accident. Shep getting tired of seeing me hoop, so now he about to start getting aggressive. Blow past my teammate, go downhill, smoke the layup. Shep is getting more and more mad because now I'm just ripping his homeboy and they can't do anything about me right now. I rip his homeboy again, and Shep is so mad he diving on the floor to save him. Shep start getting into his bag, run around the screen, throw a lob, catch that, and now he mad. Shep tired of seeing his boy get cooked, so he come over and start hacking me, bruh. Since his homeboy keep getting ripped, he said, I'ma run point guard myself, and he start cooking us, I can't lie. Shep said, forget all that, I'ma guard you now. He got so mad that he wanted to guard me himself. I got open but can't finish that. Shep actually started forcing me into bad shots. I started missing everything when Shep started guarding me. So we always knew that Shep was better than me, but I definitely thought after playing in college and working hard all summer, I was better than him, but he got on me. I had to start passing the ball. That's the only way we finished the game to get the win. Shep decided to go to Texas Tech, where he feels is going to be the best opportunity for him. Since I've been up at Syracuse all year, I had to come back to the city and talk to my childhood friend that I grew up with. I get a call from a girl I just started talking to. I told her to pull up on me at my homie house. When she showed up, my friend started looking at me weird, like he knew something that I didn't know. Come to find out, this is a girl that Shep has been talking to this whole time. New York ain't that big, so how was I supposed to know? And my homeboy looking like these girls is for everybody. You can't trust them. Since me and her were already planning on heading out, there was nothing he could tell me at this current moment. He knows Shep just like I know Shep, so he talked to him the very next day. He told Shep that his girl been talking to me, so she unloyal and he can't trust her. All that did was make Shep go harder in the gym. He one of those people that hear bad news and just focus on basketball. That's how he made it this far in the first place. So now it makes sense why he got a problem with me all of a sudden out of thin air. Everything always starts because of a girl. I don't got time for none of that, so I signed myself up for a rec league, and on top of that, I've been in the gym every single day as improving myself, working on my jelly layups because it is a New York thing. You know that jelly going crazy, and I need to finish through traffic at a high rate, so I'm just working on my different finishes around the rim. I'm not limiting myself to one layer of basketball. I'ma constantly keep improving because I really want to make the league. That's all I'm focused on, and I've already been improving my jump shot that I'm confident. Now we going up against Michigan, led by Hunter Dickerson. Last season, they cooked us. They were way too good of a team for us last season, but our roster has a better draft class this year. And that still don't matter because Hunter Dickerson is one of the best players in college basketball right now, and we don't have an answer for that. He is getting wherever he want on the court. We trap the ball up top here. Hunter Dickerson cuts in from out of bounds and gets around the rim. Once he around the rim, there's nothing we could do. He's getting mismatches at every point. Our center's even not tall enough. We don't have a big enough recruiting class. We don't have anybody that's matching up with this size, and he is just taking full advantage in a 1v1. This man is embarrassing us on every level. He is fighting for every bucket, making us look like chopped liver. We get cooked by Michigan second year in a row. At this point, I'm getting fed up with us losing, me not getting a real rhythm because I keep coming in off the bench. It's taking me longer to warm up. I want to be in the starting lineup because I know I'm better than the starting guard. Coach said, let's get a position battle for the job. First part of this position battle, I instantly start showing the size difference in me being 6'4" and him being 5'10". And he shows me that the height isn't a problem and the fact that I have no real defense. And coach know that. That's why I'm not in the starting lineup. I'm an undisciplined, lack of defense type of player. But the fact that I finished so well around the rim and now I'm constantly working on a jump shot that he didn't even expect me to pull this up, I'm a threat. This position battle going my way so far, even though I'm playing with the second unit, the bench. Point guard can't finish around me. I'm biting on that, but great defense from us, and which leads to an easy transition in this open coach eyes right here. Coach is limiting transition because coach know I can't really shoot, but I'm just trying to get around the rim. Coach know I like going downhill and finishing around the rim. My teammates know that, but they still can't stop me. And that open coach's eyes to let them know this is a great way to apply pressure to a lot of teams around the nation. How are you going to stop a player that can get downhill regardless if you know that he going there or not? I'm not super explosive, not super fast. I'm just relentless. This is the matchup that I knew was going to happen, but I ain't expect it to happen during the tournament. So we going up against Texas Tech, who is led by Shep Owens, and Shep and me already got bad history so far, and this is going to be a fight in New York since we both from here and we hooping here right now. His family in the crowd, my family in the crowd, and he is coming out here mad. He's still angry, I can tell, just off the way he tried to punch this with so much aggression that the ball missed the rim. I'm coming right back trying to answer, get met at the rim and blocked. Shep is going at our heads, but good thing he not finishing none of these punches that he trying to do. I'm sagging back since he keep driving. He knocking down a jumper. This man is playing with aggression. I'm guarding him. He guarding me. He knocked down a three, so I gotta answer one right back. Shep goes to the bench, and I think this is my time to shine. It's time to work that pick and roll. Got high IQ. Listen, man, Shep got great defense, but when he not out there, this team ain't all that. Me pushing in transition, he trying to stop me. Get off me. Excuse me as I go straight to the rim. I'm showing exactly why I'm a better pure point guard than Shep. Driving the defense in, kicking it out. Shep more athletic offensively and defensively, but I'm just an all-around better point guard. Shep taking fadeaway jumpers when I'm not in the game, but when I am in the game, he is all aggression, no playing around, straight to the rim. So yeah, I asked to switch the matchup and put my small forward on Shep because it's not about the personal vendetta, it's about winning the game. I could put the personal things to the side and make a smart basketball decision. That's on Shep if he want to continue to try and guard me one-on-one, because I'm going to put him in that pick and roll, get that mismatch. I'm going to use all my IQ to my advantage. But he is clamping me up in the 1v1s, so I understand why he got no problem doing it. And for the most part, he can contend with centers because of his vertical leap. This man is an athletic All-American, but the size is too much. I just got to keep attacking him. Miscommunication on this play. I'm trying to switch and get off of Shep. Shep get open for a three, knocking it down deep in the fourth quarter. Yeah, this went back and forth. Next possession, I'm coming right back at Shep. I'm trying to get downhill, get a crossover. I got the step. I'm fouled here and the refs don't call it, which ultimately helps Texas move on in the tournament. Coming off an early exit in the NCAA tournament, going up against Texas Tech, who is led by Shep Owens. This rivalry between me and Shep is actually getting a lot more personal because hearing him declare for the draft made me instantly go to the coach and tell him I'm not returning to Syracuse for my junior year. I'm going to the NBA for the draft. After a couple months went by, the NBA season came to an end and we get a look at the mock draft. Draft Express does the best job at mocking up the draft, and they think Paolo should be #1 overall pick, even though Jabari had the best season. They have Shep going 12th overall, but Draft Express has me going the final pick in the draft. They think I'm that bad of a player. I'm averaging the same amount of points as Shep, less rebounds, more assists, no steals, but better overall field goal shooting, and they think he's that much better than me. And on the 2K board, they have Shep as the best player in the draft. They think he should be #1. Why would he even be the Rockets' #1 option if they did have that pick? Because they have Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. At least they have me going first round. It's just frustrating to see all these draft boards expecting Shep to go way higher than me. Even the NBA have him going #5. They think he is a top 5 prospect, but at least I'm in the top 20 here. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm in the gym with my new shooting coach. He helping me work on my jump shooting to help improve for when I get to the NBA. He's telling me don't worry about that mock draft. Worry about what you can control, which is my shooting mechanics. So he's taking me through the mechanics that I need to improve on at the finish of my release. And now I'm adding it into my shot. Now, it's extremely important that I do well. Draft Combine has everything to do with my draft stock, so I came out here, put on my best effort in every single drill, every single category, trying to climb these mock draft boards. Hopefully I opened the eyes of some scouts. Since this isn't a heavy point guard draft, perfect for me to rise the board. Hopefully I blow some people away with my vertical. Hopefully I blow some people away with the speed that I'm putting on display. Obviously at my height, speed is extremely important for guards, and I'm going. I ran like I've never ran before. I think I had the fastest speed in the whole combine. We're gonna have to check the actual numbers, but this is where I struggled. My lateral quickness getting between the lane. I struggled here, and I know these scouts were confused because I was looking so good all throughout. And now it's time to lift some weights. This is where I want to really surprise some people. I need people to know that I'm strong because I do travel to the rim a lot. I'm a slash and play style, so I need to be able to take contact around the rim, and strength is the best way to do that. I've been in the gym all summer. I've been in the gym non-stop working on that weight, and it's only going to get better when I get older and in the league. Next is jump shooting. This is where I struggle at. This is the weakest point of my game. Hey, I need to improve here, but hopefully I put on at least a fake performance that I can shoot. I just need them to believe that I got that jumper so scouts could want me on their team. Even if I ain't gonna be giving it to the team, I need them to believe that I can. Last was the 5v5. We ain't gotta worry about that game. As we compare combine numbers with Shep, I was faster. I had the fastest sprint in the whole combine. He benched 19 weights. I got the weight up twice. All right, I don't care. Listen, my jump shot was far superior to his, and that's what matters in the modern era. That's the only thing that matters in the modern era. He had a 40-inch vertical, only got a 31-inch vert. Listen, we not worrying about none of that, though. I'm not worrying about none of that though. Hopefully these scouts know what real basketball look like. Now I'm getting interviewed by one of the front end guys from the Miami Heat. He's talking with me because he liked my performance in the combine, and they're really interested in drafting me at the spot that they got if I'm still available on the board. Fast forward in the draft, Shep Owens was taken by the Miami Heat instead of me, even though Miami told me to my face they wanted me. But I ended up getting drafted by the Sacramento Kings nonetheless, and my NBA comparison is looking like Darius Garland or my teammate De'Aaron Fox now. Miami deliberately traded higher in the draft so they could get Shep Owens because he was still on the board, after they deliberately told me to my face they wanted me. Outside of Jaden Ivey, me and Shep, there wasn't really many point guards that anybody was interested in this draft, so I don't know what's going on. Now it's time for the Summer League. First game was against San Antonio, and I wanted the whole Summer League to know that I'm not somebody to play around with. Great outlet pass from my teammate. I start pushing it, skip through the lane, finish, top of the glass, beautiful. I'm basically just showing San Antonio that I'm a pressure in the paint. There's nothing this matchup could do with me, and I had my way with them the whole night. This was my favorite play from myself the whole Summer League. I cooked this man. Gave me the ball, jab step him behind the back out the jab step, tween the leg, bump him, step back to the three, and it hits the net. I've been working on my threes all summer since I've been in high school. Now this is the highest stage. I'm really showing the whole world I deserve to be an NBA talent. Can't believe they projected me not to get drafted at all. I need everybody on notice that I'm a player that y'all need to be worried about. Next game, we play Minnesota. Jumping straight into the second quarter because the whole first quarter was nothing for me. I'm crossing him over, getting to the rim. More of the same. This first quarter wasn't good for me. The second quarter also wasn't good. Look at how I'm cooking my matchup. Separation. I'm creating it easily. Getting where I want on the court. I'm just not finishing. So guess what? Give it to the star of the team, Keegan. Hey, man, when you got a player like Keegan on your team, you let him cook and get out his way. He is a weapon, and we're going to use that to the best of our ability. He is a dominant player, and I really like how he is out here on the court. I was waiting for our center to run through so Keegan could get that cut. I dotted him, and he yammed that down with tremendous force. This is where we broke the game wide open in the third quarter. They had no answers for us offensively or defensively. Look at how I cook him in the ISO. First half, I was getting wherever I wanted. In the second half, I was finally letting the shots fall. But more than anything, letting Keegan just cook their team. This Summer League game was easy. Once we got up by 30, coach decided to take us out the game, and you could just tell why. There was no signs of life in these Timberwolves. They could do nothing with our starting lineup, so we might as well just let the bench fight with them. Matchup happened once again. Since we both in the league, we're going to be playing against each other a lot, but I'm sick of Shep at this point, and I got something to prove. Coming out the tunnel, the first person I see is the one man I didn't want to see until tip-off, Shep Owens. Obviously, me and him start going back and forth about how he got drafted higher than me, how he gonna win the game. He just running his mouth. I'm not trying to hear none of that. So we just gonna keep it pushing and act like I never even saw him, to be honest. I invited my college coach out to Las Vegas to come see me. After Shep eliminated my college teammate Boheem on the Pistons, he decided to come support me in this game. We got every reason to go hard and win this game. Shep looking locked in, ready to play. I'm also locked in, ready to play, so I'm honestly with whatever. First play of the game, Shep told his team to ISO. He really want to go at me, and he want to make a statement message that he better than me. He dunks on me the first play of the game, and now he's picking me up full court. This is ultimate disrespect. He think he can guard me. Basically, him playing me full court, that mean I'm at to pass the ball more. All right. I need to show the people that I'm a better pure point guard anyway. Y'all drawing in all this attention, I'ma kick it out. It's just that simple, and I got shooters on the wing ready to score. So whatever you trying to say, I'm ready to do. And Shep teammate also trying to full court press me. I need y'all to understand right now, Shep got good defense. He is athletic and fast and strong, but anybody ain't just pressing me. You gonna have to guard me for real, for real. He thinking I'm some scrub you could just play close. Nah, you actually got to give me some space or I'ma cook. With that being said, I cook Shep on a backdoor cut, get a nice little runner. This play, I saw it from a mile away, so I help get my hands in the cookie jar. My teammate hands in the cookie jar. I'm up. I couldn't outrun him, so I try to cut him back. He cuts me off. I see my teammate cutting. Shep with a 40-inch vert working on defense, disrupting that alley-oop. They get a layup on the other end. We running a pick and roll with Keegan. I do a nice jump past Keegan, going up strong over Shep and that guy in the paint. Keegan the star, my team Shep the star there, so he just right at me. Anything Keegan doing, Shep answering. Keegan on ISO right now, cooking this man. Hey man, he the 4th overall pick for a reason. I think he a bucket and a half, and Shep getting to his spot and pulling up over me. Hey, I'm getting cooked, I ain't gonna lie, but Keegan cooking on the other end, so don't lie about that as well. Shep get a little antsy on defense. I blitz right past him. I throw the floater up at the free throw. That's high IQ basketball. And they putting me in a dribble tunnel. I work my way out, try to get a step back. Oh, I'm missing that, man. We had a nice lead at the start of the third. Near the end of the third, they took the lead because I was selling. Look at this to show an example. And now I'm running lazy on defense, and Shep takes advantage of that, never giving up. Me trying to work a pick and roll, get my shot off. Don't go under screens on me no more, Shep. You can't do that anymore. I know how to shoot now. I ain't that kid in New York that you used to grow up with. And Shep showing me he ain't a kid no more, bullying his way to the rim. He put on a lot of muscle, a lot of weight, and he getting to a spot and pulling up. I can't guard this man. We lose this game. I got eliminated again by Shep in a tournament. They go on to play OKC with Chet, and Chet Holmgren wins the Summer League Championship. Went on to meet more of the staff of the Sacramento Kings, starting with the trainer. He's showing me the whole training facility where we're going to be hooping at. I get to run into more of my teammates. He was showing out in the Summer League, but for a different team. The Kings actually picks him up. So he on our roster now. Speaking of rosters, this is what our current roster looks like this season, and it's not looking good for me ultimately. I am in the worst situation possible. De'Aaron Fox is only 24 years old in the face of this organization. There's no way I'm taking his starting spot. The last good point guard that the Kings had, they traded for Sabonis. The Kings saw potential in me to be a trading piece all along. As we get ready for the first team practice of the year, I had to show my team what I'm about in the transition. They all about fast break, up-tempo offense. Sabonis, a great passer. De'Aaron Fox, the fastest point guard in the league. Hey, getting up and down the court is what we gonna need to do. Kyler Murray at power forward. We running a small ball, up-tempo lineup. They want to see how I'm going to come in off the bench. Now they showing me why I'm not the backup point guard. I'm too little. They showing me that I got a lot more weight to put on. He giving me the backup point guard, and he gonna cook me. So imagine what other guards around the league gonna do. I'm not ready. The next day we got a game, so I end up meeting the owner. This is basically the day where they show me around everything, let me meet new people. First game of the season against the Blazers, and I got somebody showing me around the stadium I'm gonna be going to. I'm gonna remain in street clothes the whole night, because I'm not getting any playing time. We lose that game, and I continue to get no playing time for the next couple of weeks. But we did get to see Shep for the first time in the NBA, and I didn't get to play at all, and Shep got 21 minutes. If y'all remember, I sat down with the Heat, and they were supposed to draft me, but those snakes end up getting Shep instead of me. Let's take a look at the Heat. Kyle Lowry is their starting point guard, and he's 36 years old, which leaves all the room in the world for Shep Owens to take over that starting point guard role in the next 3-4 years max. My first game in the NBA is against the 1-5 Hornets. De'Aaron Fox is sitting for load management, so me and Davion Mitchell getting more playing time than usual. My first time on the floor, I'm just playing into the pace of the game, passing the ball, spacing the floor, not trying to do too much, just trying to find a role on this team ultimately. Now, here's where the problem begins. I gotta guard NBA players now, and I've always been struggling on defense. My first pick and roll is with Trey Lyles. We get it high. Mark is also a rookie, so he don't know how to guard the pick and roll either. Beautiful. I'm glad our coach let me play against a trash team like the Hornets to get my feet wet. My first time on the court with a star of our team, Sabonis, and he is such a great passer and a great player that draws all the defense attention. I get wide open. Kelly Oubre forces up a dumb shot. We get a rebound, gives it to me, and I do what I do best. Turn on the Jets, get through the defense, and finish around the rim. Hey, these are the only good things I've done all game. I don't know if coach is impressed with my performance, but I'm just trying my best out here. We actually end up losing that game by 2. I don't know how we losing to a 1-5 team. Coach can't be happy. The next game we get Miami, so that means I get my first opportunity in the NBA versus Shep. And seeing Shep, he look comfortable with this unit already, and I don't like that at all. I know Shep can't shoot, so sagging off him was my best play, forcing him to become a jump shooter. He forced a bad shot, so we get it in transition, and he got mismatched against Sabonis and won. Let's go. But Shep comes right back downhill, finds the open man. That's a tough shot. Shep is actually orchestrating this offense in his rookie year. It's only going to get scarier from here because he's only going to improve all around and get more comfortable with this team. This man is looking dominant, and that is frustrating to see. Malik sees me cutting. Bad pass. Shep read it the whole way. I run out ahead of Shep. He's slowing it down. Finds an opening in our defense. I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. He looking like a once-in-a-generation type of talent, and he is putting it on full display, dominating our defense. And we lose another one while De'Aaron is trying to rest. This is the last game before De'Aaron comes back, and I'm going up against Orlando. They had the first overall pick in Paolo. And this game is where I showed my true colors. I couldn't guard anybody. I'm a liability on defense. Cole Anthony went after me the whole game. Put me on ISO, wraparound layup, cooked me completely. But I'm showing my team that I'm also a problem on offense by getting him in an ISO blow by, double clutching, finishing around the rim. If you're going to cook me, you better be prepared to get cooked back because I'm not going out easy. Beautiful hang time on that layup. And then backdoor cut from Cole Anthony. I am showing my true colors. I lack on defense, and this is going to be a huge problem. I'm being lazy on this pick and roll, not fighting it. Sabonis had to overhelp, which leads to an easy putback. I'm showing weaknesses out here, lack of hard work, lack of defense, and teams are taking advantage of that every time I get on the court, and my coach obviously isn't liking that, and I'm turning the ball over. I'm showing a lot of problems early in my career, as well as missing wide open jump shots. We end up winning this game by 22. Obviously, that win had nothing to do with me. I was a disappointment. Over these couple games where I actually got to play, I put up 7 points, 1 assist, shot 50% from the field, 25% from the 3, and my plus or minus is -4 per game. So every time I get on the court, I do something bad. And overall, through every game, I had a -12. So every time I was on the court, I was ultimately hurting my team. So with that being said, I get the bad news that I'm getting sent down to the G League at the start of the season because I haven't been living up to expectation. And when that news got out, Shep Owens was one of the first people to speak on the situation and laugh at my failure.
I just want to say, your game's trash, your agent's trash, your girl's trash, and you're trash. Did I forget anything?
Girl, agent, I think you got that covered, buddy.
And the next time I see you, I'm going to tell you that to your face. Other than that, just wishing you many blessings, brother.
Shep is obviously still mad about girls because I was messing with his when we were younger. And he will never let things go. He think he doing better in life than me. After hearing the news that I'm being sent to the G League, my teammate Denver, he pulled up on me to talk to me, to hang out with me, to see how I'm feeling, because that's no news anybody want to hear. I'm glad that Denver on the team. Me and him actually become close friends so far. This was a great pickup. He a great guy. I'm chopping it up with one of the assistants of the G League team. He just telling me that this is nothing to hang my head over. This is not me failing. This is me just working on my craft a little bit more for the NBA. My career in the league is not over. It's really just getting started. My first game in the G League is against Scoot Henderson, the 2nd overall prospect in the draft. First play, I instantly get a pick and roll, go downhill at Scoot. They both commit to me, easy pass. I'm telling y'all, I played like a man possessed this game. I was so motivated and angry. I get a steal right here. I'm telling y'all, I was in a different bag. Alex Lynn ain't who he is, so he couldn't jump and get that. I didn't even throw that high. But I need y'all to understand, imagine having your dreams come true and have them taken away from you. I am so mad. The speed and pace of the NBA was so fast that it makes the G League look like it's slow motion to me, because I see everything before it's developing, and that's how I'm getting these passes to the correct teammates. That's how I'm getting a quicker step, making beautiful plays. Come on. How do you miss that, Alex? I need that. That would have been beautiful for me. But I'm telling y'all, the speed of the NBA is so fast that this G League is a cakewalk currently. I'm glad that I got to play in the NBA, because now it showed me where I want to be, and I ultimately get us this win. Very next game, I'm still mad. Don't want to be here in the G League. I'm on go. First possession with the ball, I am getting straight to my spots and pulling up. I don't know if this was a plan of the Kings, but I'm way more confident, understanding my spots, understanding how to run the offense. I am way more dominant after coming to the G League, and I don't know if this was their intentions, because it felt like a punishment, but in all, it's made me a whole lot more aggressive, whole lot more confident, because I know I'm better than these guys. As long as I believe in myself, that's all that matters. Get a steal, get a dunk in transition, simple basketball. Reading and reacting to whatever the defense give me. The second I see somebody go under the screen, I'm shooting it. The second I see them play too high on the screen, I'm jumping it for a midi. It's that simple, man. It's just reading whatever the defense is. The center playing too far back, so I pull up the midi. I'm not trying to do too much, just play within the offense. Step back, get them to bite, blow past them, skip through the lane. Oh my goodness. My defense has even improved. I wasn't even this good of a defender in college, but I've never felt better than the other team that I was going up against. I felt like I was at my appropriate skill level. Now I'm completely feeling dominant past all these players, drawing the defense in, kicking it out. I'm playing smart even though we lost by 1. Months going by and I'm putting on an absolute clinic and a show throughout the G League. Even if it ain't getting us wins, I'm putting on the best performance I can. Denver even comes out to support me at some of the games, being a great friend and a great teammate overall. I make the G League All-Star game with the way I've been playing. It was a fun event overall. They were throwing lobs, everything you expect in an All-Star game. I even got loose a little bit, had to get a little fancy, step back, pull over them, bang. After the G League All-Star game, I get a call on the way back home to Sacramento, and it's from Denver, and he's telling me he also got sent down to the G League. So I actually have a teammate here now. Since we both not in the NBA no more, we might as well take the G League serious and try to make the playoffs together. Let's go. Coach Mike Brown came down to see me and Denver play. This is the first time he came to a G League game all year. Me and Denver instantly came out looking like a 1-2 punch of the year. Knocked down from Denver in the corner. Pick and roll with Alex Lynn. We've been doing this all year, so it's like clockwork at this point. And me, I get to poke Denver with the pickup. I'm running out ahead. Denver advances the ball. I see Denver trailing, try to hit him for a cut. The play gets broken, but I still get an open shot anyway. The game plan to work Denver into our offense was to let him sit with the ball while we run our natural plays off the ball. And now I come around Denver on a curl, try to get downhill. I blow the layup, and Denver gonna find a way to make himself useful in the offense. Denver is a smart player. That's why he been in the league longer than me. He was actually adding production to the Kings up until he wasn't, obviously. But I'm knocking down every shot. This is the best basketball I've been playing in my whole career. I've never been more confident, more dominant, more focused than I am right now. I've been on an absolute tear ever since I came to the G League, and I am continuing that run right now as I create separation and pull up the corner 3. We win easily and convincingly. Me and Denver came out like LeBron and Dwayne Wade. The next day I am hit with some bad and good news. The good news is I am offered a spot back on the Sacramento Kings NBA roster. Bad news is that's gonna leave Denver down in the G League alone. And we just made a plan to go for that championship together. I can stay in the G League for the rest of the year because I'm going to be riding the bench in the Kings uniform anyway. I'm sitting back down with the Kings negotiating if I should take Denver's open roster spot. They're telling me I'll get a position battle for the backup point guard spot because I've been doing so well in the G League. They weren't being completely honest. This isn't a full takeover of backup point guard, but I can fight for more playing time by showing if I could cook Davion. After I miss his turn to go, he puts up a bad shot that rattles out, so I get another opportunity. Now it's time for me to spin top, behind the back, going hard. I cannot get separation, but I do find a way to finish through contact. Spinning at the top, behind the back, got the step on him. That is a foul, but they're not calling that for me. Favoritism for Davion. I'm Euro through the lane. That is a tough finish. Everything I'm giving is tough finishes. I miss a shot, but Davion comes back, forces up a bad one. Now, and this is for the game. I am fighting to get to the paint, drop step, finish with the right hand. Come on, man. That earned me some minutes during this Clippers game, and I'm going to be matched up against Russell Westbrook. I finally get on the court near the end of the first quarter, and I see Kyler Murray open in the corner. He knocks it down. At least he's a rookie that's getting to stay and play for this team, and Russell is too big for me, which is no surprise. I'm trying to leave him open on the three, but he's smarter than that. I did all that work in practice to get myself 5 minutes. I got 1 assist within that time and scored on by Russell. Was it worth leaving Denver high and dry for me to just sit on a bench in the NBA? I think it is, because we are making the playoffs and I'm learning a lot just by soaking up all this information on the bench. The MVP award goes to Joel Embiid, averaging 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Paolo is the Rookie of the Year. Malcolm Brogdon brings home 6th Man of the Year. Jared Jackson brings home Defensive Player of the Year, leading the league in blocks. And Lloyd Marketing becomes Most Improved Player of the Year by becoming an All-Star for the first time in his career. Game 1 was exactly what you expected. KD taking advantage of our rookie, Keegan Murray. Veterans in the league that been playing for 10 years can't guard Durant. What makes you think somebody in a first season gonna know how to handle Durant? Ultimately, the only thing that kept us in the game was Sabonis, and De'Aaron hit this clutch 3-pointer to give us a lead. Chris Paul tried to do a high pick and roll and answer. He ultimately misses the shot, which gives us the victory of game 1. That was too close for comfort. And directly in game 2, Kevin Durant said, I want this win, and he got it straight for his team, as easy as that. They dominate game 2. Game 3 was a total blowout, and we win. Getting a win on the road is the most important part of playoff basketball. Each team get 2 games at home, and you have to steal it. But we definitely trying to get back the game we lost at home right here, right now. Running that 2-man game with De'Aaron and Sabonis, they leave Harrison Barnes wide open in the corner. That's why Keegan Murray ain't in the game right now. They wanted to throw different matchups at Durant. Ultimately, we got Malik Monk in the game, so that meant Devin Booker wanted that matchup. He is getting big down there. Listen, this was never going to be easy, but De'Aaron was ready for that challenge. And this is why I need to get out of this team, because they are going to have De'Aaron the face of this franchise, because he is definitely putting them on their back. He is putting this whole organization on his back, and I'm seeing it right now. Drawing the foul on DeAndre Ayton. Ayton gets fouled out the game at this point, and De'Aaron needs to hit both of these free throws to tie it. He misses the first one. So they get free throws on the other end. Now we need a 3 to tie it. Sabonis misses it. We lose that game, and the Suns tie the series 2-2. Game 5 was an absolute blowout. We clear our bench, so I actually get playing time. It's my first time being in the playoffs, and Chris Paul put me in a spin cycle. They don't really look for any shot here. Hey, I'm just happy to be out here on the court more than anything, to get my legs moving. I really want to play so bad. So this opportunity that I'm out here, I'm definitely going to get this ball and try to make something happen with it. Even if Chris Paul ain't taking it serious, I'm not about to waste this clock out. We got to get us a bucket. Go for a high screen and roll. Nothing come out of it. Wide open shot. Misses it, and this is why we down by 21. Game 6 are back against the wall. We need this win to force a game 7. and Devin Booker is doing Devin Booker things. Keegan Murray set the all-time rookie record with three-pointers made this season. He was really shooting lights out for us, but Devin Booker really hounding us offensively and defensively, messes up our whole play. Now we gotta heave the ball, ruin that whole possession. Devin Booker ain't done, gets the ball in the backcourt, got the step on Malik Monk, presses him all the way to the rim, fade away, knocking down the shot. After that, there was nothing we could do. We lose this series to Phoenix. I left Denver high and dry in the G League, but we still cool. This offseason we went hiking to work on conditioning. He even introduced me to Michael B since them two are friends. And the three of us started hanging out this offseason. Don't get it confused. The offseason is for working out as well. It's not all fun and games. I was doing 2-a-days in the gym. Monday morning, Monday afternoon, sometimes Monday night I was getting back in the gym. I'm making sure this season they don't send me back down to the G League. I'm locked in any way I can. I was even talking to our trainer to see what I needed to work on conditioning wise for my body. Linked up with Chris Brinkley, started putting up jump shots. Just being around all these good NBA players is going to make me better because I get to see how they work out in the off season. I get to see what they're focusing on. I'm trying to become the best player that I can be and make it at least to the backup point guard spot so I can show what I can do out here. First game of the regular season, we playing the Utah Jazz, and I actually have a larger role this season. Not backup point guard, but I should be seeing minutes every game as long as I play well. I have to play off ball more because they see me more as a shooting guard. They think Davion is a better pure point guard. So I gotta play off ball, and I'm just doing my role right here, getting a floater on the side, missing it. Trying my best. Listen, I'm used to having the ball in my hand, whether it's high school, college, G League. I'm usually the primary ball handler. This is a complete different play style. I was working on this all off season because I knew this was my role coming into this season. And I see Malik had a mismatch, so I brought help. That's high IQ. Brought help from the weak side. Wasn't gonna let him get a 1v1. We running a little 3-guard setup, me, Davion, Malik. We gonna see how long that lasts, but definitely Keegan sees me open, pulling that, missing it. Trying to play this off-ball role, not really a spot-up shooter, trying to help my teammates. I'm trying to help here, recover back to Colin. He is too good of a shooter like that. I tried to get back to him. Anyway, I get a quick blow by, get to the rim, punched. I'm trying my best. If I'm just an off-ball shooter, I'm gonna be the best off-ball shooter I could be. So I'm just in the gym practicing my play style to just stand in the corner. When my time is called, I'm putting up the shots. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. They don't want me for much else. I'm trying to show them that I am great at everything offensively. But if all they want me to do is spot up, I'ma do that. I'ma even show them that I could come off curls. They could run down screens for me. They could run backdoor screen. They could do multiple things for me, and I just need to be ready when my time is called. Next game, we going up against the Spurs, so it's gonna be my first time seeing Wembanyama. And the trainer is not liking my diet, the way that I've been handling games. This second season ain't as easy as I thought it would be. I have been showing bad habits off the court. Eating bad, sleeping times is a little bit off, but that's not what I'm focused on. I'm just trying to be a great teammate, get more valuable minutes, and be a more crucial piece to this team. And Wembanyama is absolutely dominating us. He is getting anything he wants out here on the court. Sabonis plays this passing lane beautifully, gives it to me. I give it up to De'Aaron, and De'Aaron takes off. Beautiful play in transition. Glad that we was able to get this started. De'Aaron has been having a crazy year, and me trying to find my way into this offense. When I'm not spotting up and they let me do more, I'm showing them that I'm valuable in other areas besides a catch and shoot. You can put the ball in my hand and let me create my own shot. I'm doing that. Hit him. As we're getting through November, I noticed that I wasn't as ready for this season as I thought. I've been tired, jet lagged, haven't had my legs fully under me, haven't been studying playbook, been showing up late to practice, sleeping schedule has been all messed up. Even on days where I'm just relaxing playing video games, I'm still finding myself more tired than usual. As November continued to go by, I am actually almost falling asleep past practice. Coach is calling me, wondering where I am, running late, looking very, very unprofessional as an NBA player. I finally show up to practice and I'm getting my floaters up because I do need to finish in many different ways. I'm not taking my foot off the gas as becoming a better player, even if I'm exhausted. But I sprained my ankle on this floater right here. I'm a game time decision before the Spurs game, but it's not looking good. It's looking like I'm going to have to miss at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to heal my ankle. Next game I was supposed to play Shep, and Shep gets the information and he starts thinking that I'm ducking him. He think that I don't actually want to go up against him because he wins every time we play, when that's not the case at all. I'm still trying to be a good supportive teammate, showing up to most games, not all, but I just want to be courtside at least for this Warriors game, because this is a team we need to get past on the Western Conference if we want to make it to a championship. At this point, it's a battle for California, and we lose. January 1st is when I'm expected to come back, but I've been hanging out with Denver even though he's in the G League. We're discussing if he can even make it back up to the NBA, because teams have not been calling back. He's been having tryouts, but they just don't seem interested in him as an NBA talent, and that's sad to hear. I'm almost back to 100% myself, and it's time for me to lock in and get ready to get back out here on the court and make a run for the All-Star break. Coach straight up told me that I have been performing better than Davion Mitchell, so he want to give me the more minutes off the backup. If you look at our shooting splits, Davion is getting more minutes than me, but shooting a worse percentage. And the team does better when I'm on the court rather than him being on the court. They were going to give me these minutes, but I got hurt. Now they want to take that chance on me. After that game, we had a back-to-back against OKC, and I linked with Josh Giddey right after the game. We hang out, start chopping it up. Great game, great hooper. He's strictly fundamental. Walking triple-double, don't do too many flashy dribbles. He get his buckets and get it moving. And I actually ended up linking with the girl from high school that me and Shep knew. Flew her out just because Shep want to start talking crazy. I'ma start linking with your first love. That's how life gets sometimes. Stop playing around. Took a selfie with her after I did what I had to do. Put her in a Shep Owens merch shirt and sent her back to New York because Shep want to keep playing. That obviously made Shep feel some type of way, but I'm done being nice with him. I don't care no more. And we play against each other next week on Miami. The second we both get checked into the game, I'm harassing him at half court, see an opening on the ball, and I hack for it. And his teammates trying to tell him, don't let him get in your head. He just trying to rile you up. Just play your game, focus on basketball. Don't let the outside antics get in. And you see me trash talking him during the free throw, and Shep Owens getting thrown off his game. I'm getting to him low key. I'm getting in his head, and I'm still harassing him every time he touched the ball. Not giving him any space to breathe, but he is fighting. I even told my big men, hack that man when he get in the air. I'm not letting him get a second of separation. Even told Rookie hit him, bang, get him right there. Every time Shep on the court, we are going to put him in hell, but he's fighting for his buckets though. I'm telling y'all, we're hacking him when he get the ball, high screen and roll, going down at my center, foul. Nothing else, nothing other than fouls with us. Shep seen Rookie and trucks him over. Oh my God, Shep ain't going for none of this. Shep Owens play me too high on this pick and roll. I get ahead of steam downhill, finish easy. Next play, we hacking Shep, double team, vice grip, can't get a pass off. I'm telling y'all, man, we aren't playing. Pick and roll, put Shep in it, cross him over, fight through his whole team to make that. I am in my bag around the rim, but this is not an easy game at all. I get blocked by Shep from behind. De'Aaron does nothing with it. I reset it back to the three-point line. I try to slow it down, and I end up turning the ball over. They are smothering me on defense and blocked by Bam Adebayo. I'm trying to help down here on the block. Malik Monk too little for Jimmy, but Shep cuts in back door. I drop step Shep here, and he punches it into the front row. I got us this loss today. We should have won this easily. We had the lead all game, but we lost the lead in the fourth quarter, and Shep ended up being player of the game in this Miami victory. I finished with 4 points, shooting 2 for 10 from the field. Shep finished with 14 points, 4 blocks, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. And a couple days later, after we played against the Clippers, I was told that me and Rookie have both been put on a trading block because of our performance against Miami, because we ultimately lost us that game. I talked to the media myself about how disappointed I am in us trading the Rookie, which led to more questions as to what I think about also being on that trading block and potentially being traded myself. Denver comes to the press conference to make jokes about how they gonna get rid of me the same way they got rid of him in front of everybody, and he just trying to make the situation better because we already know this is a bad situation and how nervous I am to be traded. I sit down and talk with the owner of the Kings and how disappointed he is of me going to the media to talk about my frustrations of the trade market. I'm young and inexperienced, new to the league. This comes with the business, and it's overwhelming right now. Over the last 2 months of the Kings trying to improve my trade value, they've been giving me as many shots as I want per game, a lot more minutes, and I was averaging 17 in January, and it's only a couple days into February, and I already dropped 21 and 8. I got invited to the rookie sophomore game, and it was actually fun. I watched Scoot Henderson get downhill. Wembanyama punched that, said not up in here. Wembanyama set a screen, popped out to the 3, shoots that over Chet, nothing but net. Beautiful shot, and Chet want to answer, so we do a high pick and roll, lob that straight up to Chet. He went up there and got him. Chet is a fun player to play with, running hard to the rim. I like that. And then when Wembanyama want to shoot over me because it's such a height difference, missed it. I get out in transition. Jabari throws it up. I hang on that rim. Beautiful dunk from myself. And then I try to get a steal. Nembhard drop past the Wembanyama over Chet. That was a beautiful dunk. This rookie sophomore game has been fun to say the least, and I enjoyed every second of it. I wasn't going to let Chet get dunked on without answering, so we do another pick and roll, and he yams that thing down off of my alley-oop. It was a fun game overall. I had 8 assists. I really just came out here to pass. Nothing crazy. I stayed away from Shep as much as I could. February 29th is officially the trade deadline, and I received a phone call from my agent telling me that I have been traded on the trade deadline. Me talking about the trade rumors to the media completely messed up the Sacramento Kings plan, and the whole league knew that I was on my way out of there, so the quality of trade they could get for me dropped significantly, and that's why the owner wanted to talk to me in the first place. I have officially been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. My shooting coach actually sat down with the new coach of the Mavs, not to talk about me because that's tampering, but he can't say that he didn't influence him to come pick me up because I am a great talent. I got to sit down with the coach and talk to him about what he wanted me to bring to the team. I also ran into Luka after his training, and he gave me some shoes, autographed them, and we actually got to play together. First game I got to play as a Mavs, and I'm thrown right into the Phoenix-Dallas rivalry, and Luka is dominating as usual. He's averaging 35 points this year because he has 0 help, and we have no draft picks coming at the end of the season. Us losing, all that means is Luka is putting up empty numbers, and me, I'm just trying to see where I could get my work in. I'm putting campaign on complete skates and tried to dunk in the lane. I get blocked by multiple different people. I don't know why I tried to dunk that. I had to finish the highlight play, but Luka creating separation on Durant. Luka is the scoring champion, but that's all he is winning is scoring title. This Mavericks team is in total disarray because the new coach they just added, he could potentially get fired because they don't like how he's coaching Luka, and Luka could potentially leave because they're not getting him any help. After our losing season, a draft pick we were supposed to have goes to the Knicks. While I'm working out at the Mavericks facility during the offseason, one of my plugs to the media comes up and starts talking to me about rumors that's going on during this offseason. Teams that could be picking players up in free agency, players that are looking for trades. He is the media that tells me that I was the one getting traded. He is how I know what's going on around the league. He is my ear to the rest of the NBA. And what he's telling me currently is that Luka Doncic is extremely unhappy and he's looking to be traded. It isn't 100% yet, but he is definitely looking to be traded. So the Mavericks are in complete rebuild mode if they can't find someone this offseason. After this workout, I ran to go link up with Luka.
Hey, what's up, MP? Luka, how you doing, man?
We have to have a conversation about what's going on with him and the Mavericks, what he see as a future with this team. I know I'm not even that good to even be demanding this out of him, but me and him got a cool relationship. It ain't Jalen Brunson and him, that was his best friend, and they traded him off the team, but I'm trying to at least be cool with him so I can have an MVP caliber teammate in the league. Free agency has officially ended, and we got Malik Beasley, Okongwu, and Tobias Harris, which means we have failed to get Luka Doncic any real help, and now he is wanting to be traded. I hear this news over FaceTime and I am mad. Nothing that I can do about it. I'm moving into the house that I bought here in Dallas since the trade, and now I don't even want to be here really. It got me questioning this whole organization. If they can't treat their superstar well and build help around a current player, what are we supposed to do? I'm trying to think of ways that I could help the franchise, how I could keep Luka here, because there's literally no better possible option we could get. Letting Luka leave is like letting LeBron leave Cleveland. Like, how do you rebuild after that? What am we supposed to do? My real estate agent then comes in and she sees that I'm not even happy in the new house I just bought. She sees that I got a lot on my mind, so she try to help calm me down and just take my mind off the team. She starts getting a little too hands-on, if you ask me. This is outside of her job description. Her job is done, the house is sold. I don't know what she got going on here, but as long as it helped me calm down and not get mad, I don't even care at this current point. The next day, I do the exact thing that got me kicked out of Sacramento. I run to the media to start voicing my frustrations and how important Luka is to this team. I'm not too good to start begging this man to stay on this roster because I know how important he is to this franchise and to my success as an NBA player. If I want a championship, I'm going to need teammates like a Luka Doncic to stay in this roster. I'm not too dumb to understand that. I instantly get called into the office of the Mavericks and they gonna let me know early they're not doing that. We're not going to the media about anything no longer. They know I got a history of doing this and they trying to nip it in the bud as soon as possible to let me know that that will not be tolerated at all. Shep Owens instantly goes to social media after he saw me in the media talking about keeping Luka. He started making fun of me for begging Luka to stay. He starts clowning me, and all this does is give me anger, give me blood in the water to come straight at him, because we got the first game of the season versus them. So I don't even know why he talking right now, because all I'ma do is go that much harder. While I'm getting ready for the game, I'm told that Luka is not playing for personal reasons. So all that means is I gotta get out here and show Luka why he needs to stay on this team by getting our teammates involved the whole night. So now I'm more focused on passing to show Luka what our team can actually do. So my team come out and completely crap the bed, but ultimately me and Okongwu got chemistry going. I like what me and Okongwu building here. Beautiful pick and roll, throw the pass between Bam Adebayo's leg to finish this pick and roll, and that's a beautiful finish. I like what Okongwu doing, but the rest of the team is ultimately struggling. Yeah, I can see why he want to be out of here, because I'm frustrated just playing with these guys and I am not having a good time. I'm lackadaisical getting back on defense. I showed low effort the whole game. We lose by 30. The reason Luka didn't play is because the trade had already happened. Luka went to Houston, giving us a 35-year-old James Harden with 1 year left on his contract, so he could go back to Houston if he wanted after this year. Since Luka demanded to leave us, we weren't in a position to have any leverage, so we let the Rockets keep all their young talent, but we get to keep the potential talent in the draft picks. Luka gets to build around a bunch of potential stars now in Houston. Jalen Green was a 2nd overall, Jabari a 3rd overall, now Isaiah, who was their 2nd overall pick in this year's draft. A bunch of young stars, and Luka can build here. It's led by Luka, and there's a lot of injuries on both sides, so neither team is playing at 100% right now, and the looks they came out with were fantastic. They were showing us that they didn't even need Luka to score, letting Jabari just straight ISO Tobias. He was getting to his buckets early and easily to start off the game. We had no answers for Jabari the whole first half. There was nothing we could do. He came out with 14 points in the first quarter, and Luka put me in foul trouble myself, and Luka finished with 19 points in the first half. This man came out here on a mission to show us that we needed him more than he needed us. That was the message he was trying to send, and they were hitting us with too many different weapons. This is a strong, young team with a lot of cap room, and they got potential to go anywhere from here. Since all of their talent is on rookie contracts, they got a lot of free money to do whatever they want out here. And so I don't know what it's looking like in Houston, but here in Dallas, we're trying our best, and I'm trying to keep us in it. If one thing I'm going to do is score, even if I am in foul trouble. I'm going to keep being aggressive. I missed my matchup right here, getting them an easy 3. We're going back and forth in the fourth quarter. Luka finding a way to get a bucket around the rim. Luka finishes with 40 points. Ultimately, they lose. We were too much of a match. On December 15th, I get a call to go hang out with Denver, and he is telling me that the NBA is just not interested in him. He don't want to be in the G League anymore, and overseas is offering a bigger contract for more money. So this might be one of the last times I see him, at least for the rest of the year, because he going overseas to go hoop. It's sad to see him go, but that was my homie, and he got to pursue basketball and get that money, so I can't blame him for leaving. Season continues to go by as we're struggling, trying to figure out our next step. We're basically 100% in rebuild, so most games we're losing. We're literally tanking for higher draft stock at this point. I meet up with Zion the day after we play the Pelicans. He been suffering through a lot of injuries. His numbers have been down. He's almost about to get traded. Like, there's a lot going on with Zion, and I'm letting him know, like, if he need a destination, Dallas could use him. We can use anybody. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm out here just keeping my ears to the streets, trying to make good with all talent in the league, because I need help. Close to my sister and my agent as we get closer to the trade deadline, because I'm paranoid from what happened last year. They trying to keep me calm and keep me in a good mood, but I'm still stressed out. No other big moves happened that day, and before the Cavs game, I hurt my knee. I tried working it out before game, and I tried to play on my knee. Bad idea. I'm out for 2 weeks now. Fast forward a week to the All-Star break, and I decide to pull up to All-Star weekend just to hang out. I can't hoop, I can't move much, trying to rest my knee, but I still get to enjoy everybody from the sideline. I left the country. Me and Michael B still cool. He invited me to a premiere. We picked out suits that we gonna wear. We decided to go crazy with the suits that we gonna wear to his movie premiere. After the All-Star break, since we're in rebuilding, it's time to tank for the next couple of weeks, and I'm about to get deactivated after the 10 games of my contract, so I reach my threshold of 65 games, so I get my bonus. Walker Kessler brings home Defensive Player of the Year for the first time, and last but not least, Okongwu wins Most Improved Player, jumps from 9 points a game to 17 and 10. Fantastic improvement. Shep makes the all-defensive second team. One of the first awards of his career. The off-season kicked off and I start linking up with Chris Brinkley. Had to say what's up to my teammate James Harden, say what's up to everybody else, start bothering Jared Allen a little bit, telling him how to work on his form during his push-ups to help him get more strength, sitting on the sideline of the first game next to JaVale, and I'm ready to hoop for the game that they allowing me in. Couldn't do nothing right there. I come back at James the next play, get a little scoop, easy layup. I love it. James trying to come at me off of a curl, misses jump shot. James getting me in a pick and roll, drop pass to Jared Allen. That's what I like about the offseason. Players get to play how they usually don't in the NBA, like Danny Green taking a post fade. Me, I see James Harden go under my screen, and I've been working on new shooting mechanics. I'm using the new jump shot style this year that lets me shoot from further away with less energy in my legs. So now I get to use more arm on my jump shot, like Curry, Trae Young, Damian Lillard. The best jump shooters shoot this way, so it was only right that I adapt my mechanics to it. And that's the end of the run right there. We had fun. Speaking of shooting, I linked back up with my shooting coach, and we got to make sure my mechanics are perfect before the season start. We got access to an open gym in Indiana, and I get to work on my deep threes. The new shot is one fluid motion, which generates more power and more accuracy for limitless range threes, whereas my old shot gave me more lift to shoot over defenders. Like I said before, Lillard shoots like this, Trae Young shoots like this, and Curry shoot like this. That's how they're able to stretch the floor with their jump shooting so naturally, because it's one fluid motion. And the third overall pick to us since Luka left is Nazir Cunningham. I link up with Michael and we just start talking about his opportunities, his roles, what he getting into. I'm telling him how the season going for me. We just hanging out and chilling. Lakers are in complete rebuild, and for us to lose to a rebuilding team, let us know that we basically need to be in rebuilding too, because we're not ready. And this practice in particular, it gets a little more aggressive than usual. Nazir come out with aggression against the rest of us, telling us that we can't guard him. So he purely ISO and Finney, bang, dunking over him. Said, I'm tired of sitting in the corner, so I come bring help. He said, there's nothing that y'all could do. We gonna keep running the same play. You help, I'm hitting whoever helping off. He's running with the backup unit and making things work against our starting lineup. He is getting straight downhill, and we finally get a stop on Nas in a backup unit. Other than that, we going up against the Pelicans, lose that, and Michael B talks to me after the game, just chopping it up, nothing too serious. He told me don't get my head down about this losing season. We finally get back to practice, and the media are watching us closely because of all the drama that's been happening around our team. We come together as a team to have a meeting so we could fix all the problems we're having as a unit, man. We got to get back as one. Coach sits down with me, my sister, and my agent, and we talking about how I'm gonna be the new captain of this team, just so I can make sure the whole team stay on track, stay on point. I'm the point guard, I'm the leader. Everything gotta revolve around me. I gotta make sure Rookie get his head on straight. I gotta put this team back together. It's all on me. It's my team now. I'm getting a little buzz around my name, and they gave me the cover of a magazine. I'm getting more endorsements now. As the season comes to a close, we need to make sure we stay in at least the 10th spot so we make the play-in. One of the few times I'm coming back to the Sacramento Stadium since I've been traded from here. Let's get this game underway. I'm so amped to play them. When we get out here, absolute destruction happens to our team. Turnover, they pushing it in transition, find Sabonis running a slow fast break. Rookie is frustrated with me in that turnover, so I said, you know what, Rookie, you want to tell me how to run the offense? You go ahead and run it. Show us how it's supposed to be done. He called for a high pick and roll, twin on twin over there. He tries to ISO Keegan. Let's see what he doing with him. Crossover top, floater, miss. And that's what I expected out of Rookie, man. He need to know his place. He got too much of an ego here, and Keegan comes right back and attacks him at the rim. But who am I to talk, because De'Aaron is right at me. De'Aaron a better version of me, Keegan a better version of him, and we just gotta make sure we improving as a team. We gotta work together. So I'm attacking Terry, getting to the rim, tough finish. This time I'm attacking De'Aaron behind the back, going downhill. Hey! Almost yam that thing. I'm telling y'all, I've been working on my vert all off season. When I get in my prime, I'm gonna be a problem in this league, cause now I'm attacking the rim with physicality. And when I am cooking, I got a crazy bag. Keegan is in a league of his own this season. He is dominating the NBA. His first season averaging over 20, and De'Aaron almost punched this thing. Crossover on me, spin on Dorian, and then tried to punch it on his head. De'Aaron is wild. Now it's time for the NBA playoffs, and we finally have an option to play. We are in the play-in as the 10th seed, the very last option. Let's see what we can do against the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama been out most of this year with an injury, so we lucked out as him returning for the postseason. All that means is we gotta cook, and it's time for me to get to my spot and pull up. Wembanyama can't guard me in that pick and roll, but we can't guard him ISO. Okongwu is too short. He's only 6'9". Even though Wembanyama didn't attack that, he still get a three-pointer to go, and I love that rookie stopped on a dime. Wembanyama and Okongwu are getting physical with each other. This is playoff level basketball before the playoffs started. Wembanyama get punched in the mouth, and he punches him right back in the mouth on a dunk. Them two getting physical. We had to put Kaminsky in the game to give more height against Wembanyama. So that means Wemby gonna start dribbling from the three-point line. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. We telling them good job. You only out here to foul them and just put a body on them. You can't ask for much more, and Rookie is cooking down there on the block, and Wemby is cooking from the three-point line, walking him down to the paint, drawing more fouls. This is not good for us. Most centers can't shoot. Wemby is a great shooter, so when you get him to that line, he knocking it down, so that don't mean nothing. Right here, we use that height to our advantage, and Wemby didn't put a shot up. 3 seconds in the key. That's great size from Kaminsky. Bucket. He is a hooper, and we are trying to combat that the best we can out here. I spin into the screen of the rookie. Rookie spot up. Brick. I tell him, it's okay. Don't worry about that. We got your back. As long as you out here hooping, we gonna make up for it. And just like that, Hardy gets a steal the very next possession. We making up for our teammates' mistakes. I sag off my matchup just a little bit. Bang! Confidence. That's what you need out here. Spin, step back, pull up. Rookie couldn't get it to go, but we cleaning up his mistakes. We telling him, stay confident, keep shooting, we'll make up for it, and he is getting to the rim. Knowing that his team got his back has given Cunningham more confidence in this fourth quarter, and there's nothing that Okongwu can do against Victor. So now, Cunningham is attacking this rim crazy. He is in his bag this fourth quarter, man. As for Okongwu, we had to get him out the game. Now Kaminsky back on Victor, and Victor can't get to the rim, so he just spacing the floor like he usually do. Victor is too much of a weapon. Since Okongwu is too small for Victor, we put somebody bigger on him. So Victor gonna start dribbling now. Victor got a bag, bro. He is too much of a weapon. You put a small center on him, he backs him down and shoots over him. You put a bigger defender on him, he start dribbling the ball and taking him to the rim. What you want us to do with Victor, man? I call for his pick and roll with Rookie. Rookie has been attacking the rim all quarter, and he ain't stopping now. Shovel pass to Victor, floater over the top. This man is unguardable, bro. I blow by D'Angelo, got a clear lay. I get scared of Victor blocking the shot. He affects my layup. Kaminsky keeping him out the paint, so he just tosses the ball in over his head. This man Victor crazy, but It's time for me to get even crazier. We need to win this game. Victor driving hard on Kamitsky gets straight to the rim with a layup. We haven't stopped him yet, but neither has D'Angelo on me. Get to my spot. I'm not scared of him blocking my shot this time. We need this win. Victor 1v1 with Kamitsky. He fouls him and we say, you know what? We gonna take our chances with Okongwu out there. We fumble the pass. We are scrambling around. I throw it to Twin. Twin spots up. Pows that shot. We needed that to get the 1 point lead. They instantly inbounded to Victor, but we got a smaller person that can keep up with his ball handling. Hey, it don't matter. This man rises up over 2 of us and knocks in the layup. Are you crazy? He shovels past Okongwu and throws up the layup over Hardy. Me, I get to my spot on the 3-point line. This is what I've been practicing all off season. This is why I changed my jumper. Missed the shot. We out the play-in. We out the playoffs. Victor drops 39. We couldn't guard him at all. Give him the finals MVP. Decided to go back home during the off season and visit my family back where we grew up. Went to go visit my grandparents after all the traveling I've been doing. Me and my sister wanted to talk to them about finally moving from their location because they always chose to stay here. They never wanted a new house. Now we pretty much forcing them to move and they ain't got a choice. Now that I finally signed the papers with my real estate agent, we can officially move our grandparents into their new house. I hope they love it. As far as NBA news, LeBron, Stephen Curry, and James Harden all retire in the year 2026. Meaning LeBron's 23, number 6 in Miami, and number 6 in LA all gets retired. As for changes around the NBA, the Kings get brand new jerseys starting this year. 2026 free agency. My contract is up, so it's time for me to sit down with the Mavericks and renegotiate a whole new deal. And they offer me a 5-year, $200 million contract. I signed that. The Mavericks are making me the face of the franchise and they willing to give me anything I want. I say bring me the trainer from Sacramento that I had in the rookie year. That was my guy. And they went out and got Xavier here in Dallas. Fired our old head coach. He went to the Knicks and they bring in the coach I had from Syracuse as our new assistant coach. They giving me everything to feel comfortable here in Dallas. We got some older players on our team such as Harrison Barnes, who just came back to mentor Nas Cunningham. Harrison Barnes been to the NBA Finals, been on a championship level team. Dirk was a mentor to Luka because they were teammates and he loved Luka, their best friends, but that's not gonna stop him from wanting to tap in with our young core now. He in the gym with Nas, working on his post game, working on his inside moves. Nas is gonna come into his own this season and I am ready. Shep hopping straight off the bus. You know me and Shep got history. Every time we play against each other, feel like a playoff game, and this one is no different. Bang! Straight off the first play, Hardy gets straight to the rim. I follow that up. Shep don't understand I've been putting weight on just so I could take him on. He has always been stronger than me, and that's why I've been in the weight room. Now he is getting a backdoor cut. I'm chasing him around everywhere. The Heat added Kyrie Irving, so they are really trying to make a championship push this season. In and out. Easy lob to my boy Okongwu. Complete athlete. Look how he jumping out the gym. Head is basically at the rim for that alley-oop. I'm loving how our team is coming together, but like I'm saying, we're coming together. We ain't already here yet. Miami is a team that's basically there. They looking to compete for a championship, and we looking to compete for a playoff spot. That's what we trying to do. Anyway, spin, snatch between the leg, get downhill, easy wraparound pass. Come on, man. I am the face of the team for a reason. I'm showing the Mavericks they made a great choice. Head fake from Cunningham. Oh, that's a good lay. Him working with Dirk is what I like to see for our whole team. Lob to Nas. He is jumping. He is athletic himself. Don't get surprised by his athleticism. Insane wingspan he has, Okongwu. Easy put back hair, muscling through Tyler Hero. He never had a chance to get that rebound. He just jumped all over him. I'm loving my team. We need experience. That's all we need. We go later into the week. Me and Michael B go to look at the billboard sitting in Dallas to welcome their new all-star. Me, I made my first all-star selection and I get drafted by my former teammate, Team Luka. But I can't escape Shep Owens. He made his first all-star game as well. Denver came back out to America, so we decided to link up with him and celebrate me making the all-star game, so we all go to get drinks. After this, I decided to go check out Nas's rookie sophomore game, United States versus the world. Nas was having a field day out here throwing lobs, getting to his spot on the court, pulling up. He was just having fun. This is my first time ever checking into an all-star game. I come out there real simple, real relaxed and chill, throwing lobs up to Paolo. Just keeping it simple, not doing too much. Our team already got the lead, trying to test my range. Missed that one. But when Shep checks into the game is when things get real. We gotta go 1v1. Mano y mano. You know that I had to call out Shep in the all-star game, but I come out missing every single shot I put up, and Shep getting downhill at me, step through, simple lay. I'm taking jumpers, he going to the rim. I'm putting this man on the island, dancing, trying to snatch him, crossing him. He got me clamped all the way around. I do a fade over the top, missed the fade as well. Shep calling for a screen, pull up the three, knocking down that. Now Shep got me on the island, calling for another screen, trying to jump over Paolo. I'm coming back at him. I'm gonna get a bucket here tonight before it's over. I missed another one, man. I'm frustrated. I am not hitting any one of these shots, and Shep got me looking stupid. And it doesn't end. Pull up from the midi, knock down, and look at Shep having the time of his life. He is cooking me on the biggest stage. But other than that, the All-Star game was good. The All-Star game was a fun event besides me embarrassing myself in the 1v1s against Shep. Giannis throwing down this beautiful between the leg dunk. Me trying to throw a bounce pass lob. Kuminga take that and do a windmill 360. Oh my God. That is insane. And they are having a good time over there. Me finally knocking down a shot from range. Other than that, we end up losing this game. There was nothing I could do. I was embarrassing myself. Anthony Edwards comes home with All-Star Game MVP. He had a fantastic game. Now that the All-Star Game is over, I get the well-needed rest I wanted, and then I end up calling the girl over so I could finally cut her out of my life. Now with her gone, I could start focusing more on my basketball, and then I could put more time and effort into this new girl I'm talking to, my real estate agent. I gotta make moves and I gotta do what I gotta do. We are making changes starting now. It's the All-Star break and it's time for us to get this thing going. Me and Coach are talking about new schemes and game plans and ideas we got for our team. I'm the face. He running everything through me first before we actually implement it. And everything we talked about led to success in the second half of the season. We starting off with a 5-game win streak right after the All-Star break. Let's get into these playoffs. First thing first, the MVP of the season is Paolo Banchero, and Shep Owens wins Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 2 steals and a block a game. The coach of the Thunder wins Coach of the Year because this rebuild of the Thunder has been incredible. Now it's time for the NBA playoffs, and our team is the 8th seed in the play-in. Let's see if we can beat the Rockets for that 7th seeding. Lucky for us, they don't have Luka. He's out with an injury. But Okongwu is also out with an injury, so we both are playing without full strength. Anyway, the Rockets come out to a slow start without their MVP player, Luka. We go on a 10-0 run against them. Absolute destruction against them in the first quarter. Look at how I'm pushing it down. Drawing a foul, lovely. Jalen Green trying to put the whole team on his back. You're gonna have to play as a team with us because we're collapsing on everything. Struggling to follow through on his jumper. Nas is cutting through. Bang, right over Zubac. Let's go, boys. We kick it up to a 20-point lead. Rookie drawing a foul. They don't have an answer for us. But throughout the game, they fight the lead back and they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now we're playing from behind after blowing a 20-point first half lead. Let's see how we can get this. The score is only 2. I'm cutting through the middle, get an opening for my shot to tie the game up. I miss it, and they missed the put back dunk. Jalen Green running out in transition, advance pass, pull up in 3. A 3 in transition like that? You know Jalen Green start taking over the game. First quarter, him taking over the game wasn't working. Second quarter, it did. Twin was having a struggling shooting performance, but it ultimately didn't matter because we end up losing the game with no Luka, man. Coach lets us have it after the game, blowing a 20-point lead against a team without their MVP player. Now we gotta run it back in another play-in game, this time against the Phoenix Suns. Durant is older, so it should be pretty easy to take advantage. They collapse on me, I kick it out, knock down Nasir, up 5-0, going downhill. I'm like, who this little boy in front of me? Straight bully ball, proud of our 7-0 start. But if you remember, we had the lead last time and we blew it. So this time, we gonna make sure we secure our lead. We only was leading through one quarter. They end up catching up to us because we got no interior. Okongwu is injured and we traded away our other center, so we really have nobody down in the paint, and they just keep attacking us down there and we have no answers to stop it. Even when we miss a shot, we can't get our own rebounds because we don't have enough size down there. And bang, Okongwu is hurt, but we have to develop our offense out of thin air. We are working from the muscle at this point, and I break Killian Hayes' ankles right there. Tween and stop on the dime had him kept going. He didn't expect me to stop when I did. Cook that man. Throwing a lob to Cade Cunningham. Our offense has to overpower our defense, and we are in full attack mode, so much so that I'm jumping straight into the chest of players. We ain't playing around anymore. KD creating separation, gives his team a tie up. 13 seconds left. They get it to me, step back on Devin Booker for the game. That's how you win a game. Last year in the play-in, I missed the game winner. This year, I make up for it. We making a playoff. Round 1 is against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they have such an amazing playoff atmosphere. Another play here for Chet Holmgren. We got a center that we had to pick up in free agency because we have lack of big men. There was nothing we could do against this Thunder team, and we are struggling. But I knocked down Bronny and finished this contact layup for an and one. Bump through the contact and still have enough discipline to finish. Getting downhill, throwing it up the peak. Let's go. I got Chet on me, easy mismatch, blow right by him, but Anthony Black with the punch help. Now they pushing it down in transition. Anthony Black finds himself open, knocking down another three-pointer. The lead is up to 9 against us. Giddey finds an open off the curl, knocked down 3. The lead is 10. Anthony Black gets downhill, knocked down again. Anthony Black gave me 19 points tonight, and coach had to talk to us because they didn't like our performance. This is the look around the NBA of the current series. As y'all know, we in game 3, so let's get straight into it. I'm coming straight out this tunnel ready for war. We need to win at home. The Thunder secured home. It's time for us to secure home. The playoffs are not a good series until the home team loses. The Thunder did their job securing their home court. Now it's our job to secure home. And Gildress came out on display. Why we can't guard him, I don't know. He was making every correct pass. We were turning the ball over. Giddey running out ahead of Hardy, bullying over me. It don't matter. We trying to get buckets, throwing the ball away. I'm diving into the audience. We are trying our best and we are struggling, and I'm telling y'all there's nothing we could do against this Thunder team. Chet bullying past Cunningham. Me, crossover, getting downhill. I try to get fancy and Chet saw that. The coach said you going to the bench because of that. We down and you throwing flashy passes. Our bench unit got us back in the game, and then coach put me back out there. I'm still struggling on defense, but ultimately my offense is what keeps me on that court, and we get a block, advance it to me 1v3 right here, and I still managed to come away with a bucket for us. Josh Giddey clamped me on my behind the back, put his hands up so I went under them hands. That's a tough lay. Cross, couldn't handle me. I'm getting downhill. Look at our defense here. Fading away, great defense, but Chet is too big. Cut the lead to 1 with 12 seconds left. Both of our centers are injured. We're left to the free agent we signed before the playoffs. Chet Holmgren drops it to Shea, and Shea ties the game up with 2 seconds left. Brand new coach this year. He never been in a situation in the NBA like this. Draw up a play for me, and I just pull that thing. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? 2 game winning shots, 1 postseason. We secure home court. At least game 1. But listen, we secure it. Made Shea think I was going to keep dribbling. He overextended. Rease is knocking it down. We have a lot of momentum coming into this next game. Nobody's putting any real effort into this game anymore. It's just garbage time. We know this game over with, so we might as well just pad some stats to try and make it look like we ain't lose that bad when the history books rewrite this story. I need y'all to understand we tried our best, but our best wasn't good enough. We lose game 4 at home. We lose this possession. I get to my spot, full up, bang, knocked down. We got a 3-point lead here, and I'm looking to the mismatch once again. They have not had an answer from my center the whole game, and they still don't. He is doing the most simple level basketball, and the Thunder can't answer it. They trap the pick and roll, which means they can foul our center. Our center is a terrible free throw shooter. He was on the free agency list for a reason. He has absolutely no talent other than his giant height. So listen, the Thunder are in a position right here to really cut into this lead, and somehow we leave Shea open for a millisecond and he finds space to shoot. Another possession, Giddey, bang, knock down another 3, cut our lead to 1. Miles Bridges try to put a shot up, missed that. Our center catches the board. You know he missing every single free throw. You know he ain't got a chance to hit any one of them. They don't have any more timeouts. Justin Edwards don't look to pass. Looking for a hero shot. Absolute air ball. The series is now 4-2. We can take this to 7 games if that's what they really want to do. Kicking off game 6, let's get right for it. Shea, catch me on the screen, get straight to the rim. I end up on him at the start of the game, but that's not our matchup. Shea getting open again, bucket. This whole first quarter was the Shea show, and there was nothing we could do. Hey, Justin Edwards caught me backdoor, screen, pull up. Chet tried to guard me. All he gotta do is stand around the rim and let the best passer in the NBA deliver that pass to my center, and that's all that she wrote. As he's punching Shea's jump shot right there, crossing up, lobbing him. For him to be a free agent, he came to this team and did his job that we asked of him all playoffs. He didn't expect to get any minutes, and now he is a vital point to our pick and roll offense. Come on, man. Me getting to the rim, no foul. Okay, that's how they playing. That's how the referee's playing. Anthony Black getting straight downhill, easy layup. Me getting downhill with Sadiq back to me. I don't know why I'm so hesitant to shoot right now. I gotta pull. Fourth quarter, a minute left, knock down Nas. Bang! Cuts the lead to 2, but we gotta start fouling here. Shea Gildress knocks down both of his shots, and us being an inexperienced team, we make a mistake of inbounding the ball before the timeout, and then we throw a turnover, completely ruining our chances of even making a comeback to win this. We lose game 6 and get eliminated from the playoff. The number 1 pick in the draft was Elijah Arenas, the son of Gilbert, and Trae Young decided to go to the Spurs in free agency to team up with Wembanyama. Speaking of people linking up, I decided to get a new personal trainer. She's going to help me with my leg muscles. I need more explosion out of my first step. I need to jump higher on my verticals. I'm looking to dunk this year and grab more rebounds. First thing we get into is weighted squats. I don't have proper techniques, so I mess up a couple, but that's okay because this is our first time working out. We're just trying to get the form correctly so I can keep going all summer long. Next thing we gotta do is the clean lifts, and I'm tossing these plates around like I'm a waiter. I'm telling y'all we are here to improve our game for the upcoming season. My trainer want me to go into the reaction room so I could work on my reaction time to being an on-ball defender, reaching for the ball for steals, cutting off lanes to the basket. She is smart. She is one of the best in the league. That's why I hired her. That's why she get paid this money. She got me doing things outside my comfort zone, and we back to working on legs. Now she got me doing box jumps. She told me when the butt drop, you hop. That's how it worked. That's proper technique. Drop the butt, leap the feet. That's how we get up on the box. Final workout of the day was the leg press, and at this point my leg was killing me. She had me going through the ringer, but that's how you know you making progress. Pain equal progress. Remember that. After the workout, she wanted to congratulate me on making it through without giving up. Even though this was the first time of our training, I did a great job even though this was an intense workout. Later in the summer, I link up with none other than Chris Brinkley. Cole Anthony came through and he was putting me through the ringer. This is why we link up, to get some runs in, and Cole was making me pay. But honestly, all I did was wake me up and get me in my bag. That's when I start going in go mode. Jimmy Butler had to start guarding me. Y'all know how Jimmy Butler get. He start trash talking and I start getting more competitive. The game start getting crazier. And I am not lying. I pull up from half court. Didn't knock it down, but that's just showing you my confidence. Jimmy Butler rise up over top. Jimmy getting old. There's no way he keeping up with me 1v1. So I spin, go behind the back, get the step, fade away. That's too easy, Jimmy. And then they put Cole Anthony back on me. He too little. We shoot over that. Game point, final seconds of the shot clock. I fade out of bounds over Cole Anthony. He dapped me up for cooking him. I thank Chris Brinkley for even working with me and inviting me out against these athletes. I got some great work in this offseason. Now it's time for the first game of the season, and I am arriving to the arena. So is Okongwu and Noah Clowney. Talking to the media, I'm pumped. That was the best offseason I had to prepare for a new season. I feel mentally and physically prepared. We're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Rob Dillingham is going to have to guard me, but he's not that good on defense, and that shows. Me and Nas put up 20 points apiece in the first half. We were taking turns against one of the best defenses in the league. Him being guarded by Jaden McDaniels made us set a lot of off-ball screens to create separation. As far as me, I ain't need much. Rob couldn't guard me 1v1, so you could let me ISO and cook him. They've got to bring help regardless. Subbing Mike Conley into the game even earlier didn't even stop this onslaught I was giving them offensively, and not to mention me and Nas in the pick and roll were going crazy. Colin was creating opportunities for us on offense by him playing incredible defense on Anthony Edwards and helping us get out in transition. With my personal trainer working on my bounce, I'm on that rim. I'm telling y'all, we surprised the Timberwolves and take a convincing win. And we carry that momentum all throughout November as we go 13-4. But something unexpected happens. I sprained my knee, so I'm gonna have to miss weeks. I don't know how many yet, but it's early in the diagnosis, so we're gonna figure it out later on. My trainer suggests that I just take it easy and rest. Don't focus on no workouts right now. Don't focus on no games. I need to just rest this knee before it gets worse. As I'm trying to rest with friends and family, my sister of all people come barging into my place. When she showed up, she didn't expect to see my real estate agent, who I have been dating lately, and it pisses off my sister because she don't like the fact that I'm dating my real estate agent. She thinks she a gold digger. Already I got a sprained knee, so I can't even get up to break these two up as they getting into an argument that could get physical. My real estate agent tried to leave. I'm telling her to stay. She ended up going anyway. Rehab for my knee over the next couple weeks been going fantastic. I'm back in the gym, the trainer of the team getting me right. Analytics department telling me about the stats, how they've been playing without me, and the team has been doing great. Weeks going by and we getting closer to a recovery, and honestly, I think that it's time I come back against the Orlando Magic, the best team in the East. Matchup of Nasir versus Franz Wagner. This is going to be a great matchup. And the game itself did not disappoint. Nas pulling up that 3 knockdown and getting to his spot on the arc. Hezzy, tween, step back, pull. I love his game. He is nice. Ko-Peep been trying to guard him all game, and he been struggling to do that. Take the contact, referee, don't call a foul. We need that. Franz fadeaway on the baseline. Nice. Backdoor cut gets Nas falling asleep. Open 3-pointer for Franz. Another 3-pointer for Franz. Basically, Orlando takes this game by 3 points. It went to the wire. As for the rest of the regular season, I had a pretty down year. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. I'm usually top 3 in assists. I'm barely in the top 5. That injury slowed down what I thought was going to be a dominant year. Speaking of my knee injury, when I last seen my sister, she and my girlfriend, now the real estate agent, bonded. They had a one-to-one conversation to really hash out their differences, hash out their issues. Everything is good between them now. Hopefully there's no more drama coming from my family front, because I gotta focus on this postseason run. Because we had a good enough record this year to make the playoffs without having to compete in the play-in. This is our first time avoiding the play-in. Our team is growing. Portland is the team we're gonna have to play in the first round. They have Ace Bailey. He was a number 2 overall pick, and he is a dominant scorer. Even though Portland is the higher seed, we are the favorite to win this playoff series because we had injuries all regular season and we still made it to the 6th seed. So I sit down with coach to go over a game plan to compete with Portland. Let's get into game 1 and see if this game plan actually works. Immediately we set in a double screen at the top of the arc. I'm wide open. It's a low percentage shot because we should have got a 3-pointer, but I knock it down. Ace is the man we worried about, and he throws a floater up over 2 of our defenders. Great backdoor screen, miscommunication, easy layup for Shady. All eyes is on Ace. He come around this curl, get separation, downhill, take contact, and a foul. He is a dominant scorer, and that carried on throughout the whole game because we had no answer for him. Look at this. We get the defense to collapse. I kick it out to the corner. Easy shot. We are not getting our easy shots to go. This shouldn't even be a transition play for the Trailblazers, but they turned it into one with the athleticism of Ace. He is putting the team on his back. Ace is looking like the definition of a 3-level scorer, giving us 3-point shooting, mid-range, and attacking our rim, and then advancing the ball, keeping his head up. Easy alley-oop and transition for them. They are cooking us. I'm trying to get my team involved, and that was not the right way to go about this first game because we had no offense. It needed to get started from somewhere. In the 4th quarter, I finally start taking over. This is what I was working all off season for, to bounce in my legs to get there for plays like this. That was the first poster of my career, and I follow it up by just blowing past Scoot and finishing at the rim. Tough play. I already knew Scoot couldn't guard me, so I was just focusing on being a facilitator all game. I should have just been looking to get my own shot started and let that open up my teammates. Maybe that's something I'll take advantage of next game, but right now they have absolutely no answer for me. I'm doing whatever I want. Too little, too late though. This is nothing to get excited about for Portland. This is why they got home court advantage to win these games. Playoff series don't start until the home team loses, but They secured their home court, they did their job, they won both games. We underestimated our opponent, we were older than them, we got more playoff experience. Even though we always get eliminated in the first round, this is their first time in the playoffs and they're still cooking us. Game 3, they start off on the attack and they take an early lead. I don't want to get eliminated in the first round, but we are looking like we're outmatched against this Portland team. This is frustrating. Down 13 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I decide to try and take over to the best of my abilities, and we all know how well that go. I start missing. We were failing to get stops on defense. I cut off Anthony Simons, but the backup point guard that's not even an offensive threat gets a layup to go when we need our stops. I blow a layup at the rim. Yeah, this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I could do something, but there's nothing that I could do, and they hit a 3 in transition. You can't make this up. Anthony took over the scoring load this game. We had no answers for that, so we get back to the drawing board with the coach. We walk straight into the coaching office and demand we figure something out. Let's rewatch film. Let's go over our playbook. Let's figure something out, boys. We gotta win this series. Going into game 4, me and Anthony start getting chippy. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, we up 4. All we gotta do is keep this lead, and I hand the ball over to Ayton, but I get a steal on Ace when he tried to go behind the back. Very next possession, Anthony get to a spot, pull up over our defense, knock down, and keeping the score close. We gotta create separation and keep this lead. Cunningham get a mismatch, blows the layup. 4 seconds left in our next possession, I run Scoot into the screen and get myself wide open, miss the 3-pointer, but Okongwu cleans up and get us a putback. They get a ball to Ace and let him ISO. He get downhill and dunks on our defense. That was way too easy. I get a steal on Scoot, we scoop it up, and I'm gone in transition. Ayton is way too slow to catch me. Easy layup on the other end, a 4-point lead still. And we keep it that way because I cut off Scoot route to the rim and force him into a bad layup, but the next possession, when in doubt, go to Ace. He gets them the and one layup, cut the lead to 1. I throw an alley-oop that hits the backboard, and they get a transition dunk to finally take the lead. Me and Nas was scrambling to get a switch. They never switched the matchup. The shot clock running low. We want to give Nas the final shot, give him an ISO and let him cook. Let's see if he could give us a win. We lose another series in the first round. We are struggling to make it out of round 1 of the playoffs. Completely embarrassing performance that we got swept when we could have easily won this series. And the media don't make it any easier. They start rubbing it in my face that we had the lead, and I throw an alley-oop that hits the backboard. Completely miss a pass, even though passing is one of my specialties because I'm the floor general of this team. The loss is on me. Team USA is recruiting for the Olympics, and I get a call. They want me to try out. So far, this team got a lot of stacked players. America is looking to come home with the gold. I'm gonna have to compete between Halliburton and Shep to get a spot on the Olympic roster as a point guard. Trae Young is already the starter for the Olympic team, so we competing to get a spot behind him. Kicking off the scrimmage, I gotta go up against Shep first. I keep running into Shep at every step in my career, but I shoot the ball immediately. This whole game, I came out on attack mode. Shep won Defensive Player of the Year, but his defense had no answers for me orchestrating this offense. And this showed everybody that I needed that spot over Shep. Now, I don't have a spot on the official roster yet because Halliburton is considered a better point guard than me and Shep. So we're going to have to take our spot from Halliburton. But the way that I'm out here performing, spin move, double clutch over Tyler. Look at what I'm doing against these Miami boys. Shep trying to 1v1 defend me, skip through, double clutch. Come on, man. It's too easy. Mismatch a center, cross, get to my spot, lay. Simple and easy. Get them boys off the court with me. Give me Therese. I led the league in assists, but Therese was also top 5. So I'm going to have to out point guard a pure point guard, so I'm gonna have to be an on-court coach and direct traffic. Hand off to Jaylen Brown, bang, beautiful fadeaway, and they got Jabari on me. I'm trying to create space. The screen made him think I was gonna use it, step back, beautiful shot. I look like Damian Lillard hitting this bad boy. One dribble pull over the larger defender. Paolo was slow on this pick and roll, even though he the MVP of the league. We get a mismatch, easy layup. I'm telling you, I gotta orchestrate the offense, but Rease, easy, do it the same way, man. If anything I could do, he could do it better. Good cross on Rease, get the step. I think I'm a better scorer, so they should choose me. I get the news that I did edge out Rease and Shep for that roster spot of the point guard on the USA Olympic team. That's beautiful to know. And the other players on the roster are Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, Walker Kessler, and here's the rest of us on the sidelines. We are ready for war. First, we have to make it through the group phase, and we going up against Germany first in the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. Star player for Germany is Franz Wagner, but the star player for us is his teammate, the MVP, Paolo Banchero. And not to mention Trae Young is pulling from deep, and we got Jason Tatum exploiting every mismatch in a pick and roll. They keep switching everything, so that lets Tatum just shoot right over Schroeder easily. By the time I got into the game, we already had a comfortable lead that was only expanding. Oh my goodness, we are going to have fun in this tournament. We win that game 102-87, and as we tip off against Spain, this is going to be another easy matchup because their best player is Basila Bagayoko. He has potential. He was the second overall pick, but he ain't there yet. And he being guarded by a two-time defensive player of the year in Walker Kessler. He ain't getting nothing easy. But this game was the Ian Jackson show because he was going off. Getting to a spot all night, downhill, stop on the dime, pull up over the contest, knock down, pick and roll, going downhill to Bagayoko, can't even stop him, easy lay. I had front row seats to this highlight film he was putting on. Man, this is what I saw in my point of view. He going crazy. Oh my goodness, head top. Absolute blowout, destructionary performance. Last game of our Group A, and neither one of us have lost. Who gonna get it? Australia come out with an unorthodox offense, running Ben Simmons at their center, and that just means Ben Simmons getting to run point guard against our center. Hey man, he is actually working out here. He trying to get back into the NBA. He hasn't been playing for the last 2 seasons because the Nets didn't want him, neither did any other team, but he is looking nice out here. Josh Giddey is also a playmaking bigger player, so them two are just orchestrating their offense flawlessly. Trae Young was making bad decisions throughout the game, so they gave me more playing time in the fourth quarter, which led to Patty Mills taking bad shots when I was out there, and it led to me orchestrating our offense beautifully. Helped us get a cushioned lead. They thought it was okay to bring Trae Young back out there, and the second Trae Young got out there, the offense start falling apart again. That's why the game is close to begin with. Ben Simmons trying to work his way back into the NBA, and he is putting on a monstrous performance to show people he still got game left in him. He is cooking us in every way he know how, but Trae Young gets an open look, and like I said, he been struggling all game, and it has not changed. Tried to jump the passing lane, which led to Patty Mills getting an open shot. He misses it, which means we win the game. Oh my goodness, this game was closer than it needed to be. Making it undefeated out the group stage, that brings up the question, where do we rank amongst the all-time Olympic teams? I think we could take them on, honestly. As for the first round, there's a powerhouse matchup going on between Serbia and France. This is crazy. I don't know who gonna win, but whoever wins has to play us. And that is me saying that with hopes that we make it past Croatia, because we are going back and forth to start off the night. As you can see, Jaylen Brown getting to his spot, pulling up over the defender. That's a knockdown bucket. Anthony Edwards getting out in transition, skipping through their defense, finishing a tough layup. This is beautiful basketball we seeing, but Dario Saric hitting a nice fadeaway. Now it's time for me to check in and see if I can add anything to this game. I absolutely do not. I get crossed over on my first possession, but JJ is there to save me. Leads to an easy dunk in transition. Lovely. Very next possession, I get put in a post by this point guard. He out muscles me, gets himself straight to the rim. Easy layup. Now JJ is not there to protect, so he fades away. Ooh, he crosses me over there. Easy pass, cut back door. He is playing very good basic level basketball, and I'm not stopping it. Try to cut. Devin Book missed the steal. He gets another easy layup around the rim. I almost get the steal here, which leads to my matchup cutting over me. Easy dunk at the rim. Come on, man. I get a steal. We pushing it up in transition. Beautiful dunk. I need to impose my will on this game, so I'm trying to get aggressive, and they get me on a charge. Right after this charge, coach has decided to take me out the game. I get subbed out for it. Halftime comes and coach is frustrated that this is even a close contest, so we decide to implement a full court trap, and they have no answer for it. We get out to a 10-point lead by the time I get back into the game. Our defense is absolutely smothering. No more easy shots from them. Everything they gonna have to work for, and now we can push in transition because we speeding up their offense. Look how the trap is working, spinning. Anthony Edwards putting constant pressure on him. Anthony Edwards helping me trap, which leads to a turnover. Now I'm gonna ask y'all again, where do we rank amongst the all-time USA team? I remember the 08 Redeemed team trapping the ball like this, and we playing incredible defense out here. We make easy work out of Croatia after that defensive adjustment. Next game is against France. Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert are two monsters down in the paint, but Wembanyama is the only offense they actually have, so outside of that, they can't score. Outside of Wembanyama being the only offense, I don't see them actually competing with us. We move too fast, we too small, we got too many shooters. Me, I was struggling. And all of that I just said had nothing to do with me. Victor blocking me at the rim. I'm glad the rest of my team found success, because in this game, all I did was struggle. And I did that very easily. Wembanyama was a problem for me. Ultimately, we win that game by 10. Not because of me, I spent most of the time on the bench. Also this round, Luka versus Giannis ended up happening, and it went exactly as you would have thought. Luka trying to do everything he can to make his team win, while Giannis is overpowering every matchup they throw at him, even double teams. Luka getting frustrated at his teammates. You gotta bring that help sooner. Luka trying to do everything on his own with the ISO three-pointers. Ultimately, Giannis is just too much of a monster for Slovenia to handle. Our hardest matchup of the whole tournament is here. Canada, just like us, going undefeated. Led by Jamal Murray and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with Andrew Wiggins on the lineup, Benedict Mathern, and here's the rest of that lineup. We got our hands full, not only because they're NBA players, but they're all-star level NBA players at that. We never had competition this deep on another team in this Olympics. Let's see what we do. By the time I checked in the game, we were already down 10. So I had to work my magic and my expertise of basketball IQ. Saw them helping off Paolo. Bang! Dot my man in the corner. Playing great on-ball defense, getting physical with Primo. Let's see what he could do against me. Nothing. Shut that right down. Now, getting the switch that I want. Got the bigger man on me. Now I can ISO and cook him up all alone. Getting straight to where I want. Comfortability. Cut the lead to 4. Then We honestly fell apart after this drop pass step back shot from JJJ. I don't know what we started doing after that. Jaylen Brown helped off Dylan Brooks. Easy knockdown from the corner. The lead gets pushed back up to 9, and it gets sent back to double digits when Primo hits this tough layup over me. Kelly Olynyk loses this rebound battle, but then hacks Miles Turner. Oh my goodness. After that, Canada started cooking us every way they knew how. Benedict, easy 3 over Trey. Trey taking shots we don't need right now. He doing too much. Andrew Wiggins knocks down this 3 off of a screen from Tristan Thompson, and they checking me in, and the only thought in my head, I gotta cut this lead. I will not let us get upset. We are a powerhouse United States. We coming home with gold. And I missed the very first shot I take. This is what got Trae Young sent to the bench. We don't need this right now. We need smart basketball. Anthony Edwards knocked down this 3 for us. I make a mistake by reaching on that passing lane, leaves Primo open. He hits a 3 for Canada. Oh my goodness. And then Anthony Edwards comes back for another 3. He is really trying to help us win. And me, I am ultimately failing my assignment of guarding Primo. He is cooking me for no reason. We are very frustrated going into halftime. Coming out of the second half, we down 14, and RJ Barrett driving hard on Jaylen Brown. We can't find an answer to stop Canada, so we run a pick and roll with me and Keegan. We used to be teammates, so that chemistry is naturally there. Primo left open on purpose, and I close out on him. They run a pick and roll, bad shot, but they get a putback dunk. Keegan dunks, he get a dunk in response, so we really getting no momentum, and we aren't getting any fouls. Devin Booker looking for contact, me missing my jump shots. I need to be hitting those. Primo coming off of a curl, he hitting shots that I should be hitting. I'll come off another curl. I'm not gonna go out completely sad. Primo is definitely trying to attack me, and he is going off. I don't know why I don't have an answer for him, and we are turning the ball over, but Jason Tatum gets it right back, and Edwards with a monster dunk. We explode on the bench. We trying to get some momentum to come back into this game. Tristan Thompson with this dumb shot, but he is hustling on a rebound. Come on, man. Then they kick it to Andrew Wiggins over a great defender. That's a tough layup. We getting shots with Walker Kessler. That's not his play style. And they getting shots with Benedict Mathern. This is how we end up losing the game. They getting the shots they want, but we fighting for opportunities for us. We pushing down in that paint. Paolo showing nothing but strength. Trae Young puts it back in the hands of Paolo. Kick over to Ant Edwards is knocking down a 3. Ant Edwards has been the star of this Olympic run, the best player on this team hands down. Paolo was supposed to be our best player, but he didn't live up to it, and Trae Young definitely let us down, shooting 2 for 11 this game. And this pick and roll somehow works out, and then Jamal Murray trying to fight me down in the paint. I'm not going for that. Shai Gilgeous creates space, pull up over Ant, knock down. Shai Gilgeous is too good of a scorer. I'm trying to draw a foul, no call. Instantly on the other end, they go up, they get a call. Come on, man. They not playing fair. The game is definitely over at this point. Frustration foul against Primo, and I can't hold my emotions. We are stuck with the bronze 3rd place finish in this tournament. Come on. Gold medal game is here. We already know that Canada made it in our place. That's supposed to be us, but their opponents are Greece, who also been undefeated so far, led by Giannis. They plan is to run a 2-3 zone and force Giannis to have to get his shooters involved. And it ain't working too well because Shai Alexander is not going for anything early. He is a problem child in transition and in general, to be honest. I don't know how you guard Shai 1v1. He got so many answers. And Jamal Murray, he is just a beast. He is so creative with the ball, and it is no different here tonight. Giannis is not having an easy time at all because they are genuinely just hacking him. The only reason Rease is still in this game so far is because of this point guard faking the pass, knocking down that tough shot. After that, Canada just started to blow the lead wide open with smart plays like this pick and roll, and Shai Gilgeous just knocking down every jump shot he put up. He started to lock in, and there was no signs of him losing, getting to his spot almost every possession. Drawing a charge here from Benedict. This Canadian team is so dominant, and I don't know who was planning on beating them. They come home with gold easily. Meanwhile, I'm in the gym with my shooting coach working on my release. I don't like my shooting percentages from last year, and we got swept, so I need to improve. In the bronze medal game, I have to do a press conference, and I am absolutely frustrated to not come home with gold for our country. She asked me questions, and I just gotta sit there frustrated and do my best to just answer these questions responsibly. On the other end of Spain, they have a 17-year-old star who is really showing himself to be a top prospect in the NBA. It's going to be a couple seasons before he in the draft, but he has definitely made a name for himself in the Olympics. Now that I'm back in America, first thing I do is go to the general manager and my coach and show them my frustration with us losing in the first round. I'm letting them know this year we're on a mission. We need to improve as a roster, and the fact we made no improvements in free agency or in the draft, I'm really frustrated. And the GM is trying to keep me level-headed. Coach is also trying to keep me level-headed. I'm letting them know this is our year, and we come and shake on an agreement. Coach said this is my team, so I'ma take that initiative and treat it like it. Nas is my primary scorer, but I'm going to take over more of a scoring role this year. Averaging 25.6 rebounds and 9 assists, I think I did a great job taking over that scoring role. I decided not to settle just to pass. I decided to be more aggressive and take mid-range jumper. I started to live in the mid-range area rather than settle for long-range threes if I couldn't get to the rim. Cause more fouls, put more pressure on the defense. That was my game plan. It worked out perfectly. We end up the second best team in the Western Conference with 59 wins. First round of the playoffs, we gotta go up against the Sacramento Kings, a team that drafted me but traded me to the Mavericks. So now this is karma waking up. The man that they traded away is gonna be the reason they get eliminated. First game, we had a convincing lead over them. They had no answers for us offensively. I had 22 points in this game easily. We had spectacular defense all game long, forcing them into tough shots. Meanwhile, for us, they had trouble with our pick and roll going downhill. More of the same. Absolutely impeccable defense. They had no answers for. De'Aaron is their primary scorer. I had him in a box. Great on-ball defense. Great help from Okongwu, pushing that out in transition after the block. Nobody stopping me from getting to the rim. Come on. Winning game one with a 20-point lead. That was a beautiful debut in the playoffs. We're mad that we got swept last year. Heading to the locker room after that win, we are so proud of ourselves in the way that we performed against that veteran Sacramento team. Collins stepped up with 20 points on 7 for 12 shooting. We proud of him. And Nas led the way with 23 points and 5 assists. Going into game 3, they are now at home, so they have to protect home court. Me guarding De'Aaron is not the defense that we want. He gets an easy layup at the rim. Again, I try to go at De'Aaron on the opposite end, but I smoke my jump shot. Me not trying to pick up De'Aaron, wanting somebody else to guard him, causes a miscommunication and an easy dunk for De'Aaron. Cutting the lead we had to 4, but we extend that lead, but De'Aaron once again not taking no for an answer, finds another way to score. Kevin Huerter putting me in a pick and roll that I was behind on, and I couldn't get in front of him for the lay. Keegan Murray uses his body to open up a shot for Kyle Kuzma, who cuts the lead to 3. We need a guaranteed bucket here. We go to Nas 1v1 against Kuzma, and we get that bucket to go. Next possession, Nas smokes a layup, and that leads to Kyle Kuzma running a one-man fast break. Nobody picks him up. Easy and one finish. What are we doing? We had a lead the whole fourth quarter, and we're slowly crumbling it away as Nas misses another layup at the rim that he should be making. De'Aaron takes a 1v1. They call a foul. He at the line. Let's see if he could give them the lead. Definitely ties the game up with that free throw, but this the shot they need to give them a lead with only 4 seconds left. He knocks it down. The pressure is on us to finish. Me and Nas communicating who taking the last shot, and we both agree that Nas is the one that should get it. So, get a ball to me. I look to Nas. He got no separation. He knocks it down anyway, giving us the narrow victory in game 3. We take it. We got a chance to sweep the Kings. De'Aaron Fox having an absolutely terrible performance in game 4 gave us the victory easily. Colin put up a beautiful 13, giving us that victory. We sweep the Kings in round 1. This gonna be the first time me and Nas advanced past the first round. I'm so proud of us. We are happy. Meanwhile, Shep is out in the playoffs and they get swept in round 1. Karma. Round 2, we going up against the Denver Nuggets led by Jokic. So we put in Nurkic to give us an extra body. Bigger size than Okongwu, so he could bump with Jokic down on the block. So far, it wasn't the best idea, but hey, he did what he needed to do to make life harder for Jokic. Right now, you see that size making life difficult for Joker. Misses this hook shot, easy rebound. This leads to me and Nas running a pick and roll. I throw a lob off the backboard. He catches it this time, but he can't finish the dunk. We gon' connect on that pick and roll alley-oop, I'm telling you. Jamal Murray trying to ISO me. I'm not going for it. Great defense from us forces into a tough shot. Nuggets played terribly at the end of that fourth quarter. Not only did we win game 1, we won game 2, securing both of our games at home. That was beautiful basketball we've played. Forcing the Nuggets into 16 turnovers that game gave us the victory in game 2. Game 3, the Nuggets snapped back and win. On the back of Jamal Murray dropping 32 points, we had no answer for him offensively. That was a great performance out of him. I don't see him keeping that up, but they do end up tying the series in game 4 as well. Veteran team in the Nuggets exposing our young, inexperienced play. This is our first time in the second round, but we fight back in game 5, making the series 3 games to 2, and we have the advantage. But at the start of game 6, we came out on fire and the Nuggets fought back. Let's jump into it. Having absolutely no answer against the Joker this game. Look at the lead they have, us going into bad shots, me getting open looks, it's not falling. That's just how some games go. Some days your open shots fall, other games they don't. They took advantage of that and we had no chance. Now we are in a game 7 against the Denver Nuggets, win or go home situation. The whole first half was a back and forth contest. Every time we scored, they had an answer. No team could really take a comfortable lead. Jamal had me scared of every shot he was knocking down, so I bite on nothing, give him an easy lane to the rim. We come back and answer with me on a wide open jump shot off the floppy screen. My defense was questionable all game. Okoro, easy layup down the lane. I am letting too many people take advantage. Bad entry pass to Jokic, but they still find a way to get him the ball. That's frustrating. I call for ISO against Jamal Murray. Crossover, got him going the wrong way. Open shot, can't get it to fall. That's the story of me in the fourth quarter. Beautiful backdoor cut, bang on that rim. The jump shot ain't falling, get to the rim any way you can. Bad jump pass from Okongwu leads to an easy layup for the Joker, but I keep my head up, hit Nas. He blows past Michael Porter, gets a tough layup to fall. Let's go, Nas. I get Jamal Murray to bite on this pump fake. I'm surveying the court, see Nas open in the corner. I deliver him the dot. Me and Okongwu running a pick and roll. Jamal stumble over it. I get to my spot and can't get it to fall. Jokic fade away at the elbow, knocks it in, keeping a 3-point lead. Back backdoor cut from Nas. 2-point lead. Joker misses a free throw to get him a 3-point lead, so I get the ball to Nas. He get the step on Joker, easy layup in transition. Nas ties the game up for us. Let's go. I'm so proud of him. Final possession of the game. Joker tries to get contact, no foul call, too late on the putback. We go in the overtime. Nas see me on the floppy screen, missing another open shot. I am looking stupid. Now I leave Jamal Murray open in the corner. Both plays are my fault. Get an open shot. I am completely falling apart in the overtime. This is embarrassing. Joker hitting a tough hook shot in the lane. Joker getting a step on Okongwu. Beautiful dunk, pushing that lead even further. I finally get a shot to go in the overtime. We're down 5. Game is getting close to ending. I'm running the ISO on Jamal. They bring help. I somehow get this circus layup to go. Avoiding a defender going under his arm was insane, and I blitz Jamal at half court. He pushes me to create separation. Ref call that an offensive foul. 3-point game. We go to a pick and roll. Jamal is way behind me. I get an easy rim run for a dunk. Nuggets on the other end go back down to the Joker, and 1 foul on Okongwu. This is why we had Nurkic out there. He was stronger, a bigger body. Down 4 with 40 seconds left. I just say I don't care. I take on a 1v3 situation. None of my teammates got back, but I decided to just go for an attempt. I get an and 1 foul. I knock down the free throw, making this a 1-point game with 38 seconds left. Jamal gets sloppy with the dribble, and I steal it and get a dunk in transition, giving us the lead. I was making us lose at the start of the overtime. Now I'm the reason we winning. I secured this tough rebound, and they got a foul. After that, we played a free throw game and absolutely win the game 7 against the Nuggets. We advanced to the Western Conference Final. I sit down with an OG. He's a former NBA player, a former point guard that has played for a successful team. He was a role player, but he put me on game how to be comfortable in these Western Conference Finals now that we're making a deeper playoff run, and our team is getting me acclimated to our scheme against the San Antonio Spurs. How are we going to stop Wembanyama? He's the most dominant player in basketball right now, and we got them in this matchup. Kicking off game 1, we jumping into the 4th quarter where we have a 1-point lead, and Wemby misses a hook shot, and we take advantage of that and start pushing before the defense could get properly set. I get a beautiful step back jumper to go from the 3-point line. Colin gets this mid-range jumper off of that down screen. Trae Young gets open off of a screen. Little bit of separation means he knocking that down. Turnover from the Spurs up the Nas. He decides to slow it down and dump it to our power forward. Let's go. Mycareer was our 7th pick 3 years ago, and he is doing a fantastic job at that role. Me, I tried to get a layup, get blocked by Wemby. On the other end, Wemby with a fadeaway over Okongwu. Trae Young trying to ISO at the top of the key. Beautiful matchup. He gets nowhere, but I fall asleep watching him dribble, and I leave my matchup wide open. Why would I leave Corey Kispert open, giving the Spurs the lead, and we get a terrible shot at half court? I end up losing us this game by not staying attached to my matchup. Trae Young wins player of the game, and in game 2 was more of Spurs basketball. Mycareer took over the scoring load of that game and advanced the Spurs 2-0. Things happen, but we gonna bounce back. I am very frustrated with the loss. I spaz on my team in the locker room after the game. Next game, we answer back. Nas goes absolutely nuclear this game, and I'm so proud of Nasir. I gotta guard Mycareer because I am not gonna guard Trae Young. I'll tell y'all that. I do a great job on Mycareer, but Wemby knocks down a contested 3. As I told y'all, Nas went nuclear this game. Get open off the curl, knock down the mid-range jumper. We win that game against the Spurs. Let's go, boys. Media asks, how are we gonna bounce back after After being down 2-1, I tell them resilience. We are a resilient team. Don't let them losses get to us. We taking everything one game at a time. We know the Spurs is the better roster, but we are going to fight back, and we answer in game 4 by tying up the series 2-2. That's what I'm talking about. In preparation for game 5, I get an update that Colin is actually injured. He not gonna miss the game, but he definitely sore and gonna get limited minutes from my media guy here. That frustrates me, honestly. That's bad news. I'm asking him, what else do we know about the roster? Obviously, Okongwu already playing sore, but we got hurt players. It's deep in the playoffs. They're going to have to fight through their injuries if they really want to win. Spurs have a lead currently. Killian Hayes hit that beautiful three-pointer, and Banton coming off of this screen, getting downhill, contested layup, hoop, and the arm. He draws the foul and makes the and one. I told y'all, Okongwu and Colin are injured, so we need production from other players, and we're getting that. Wembanyama running point center right there completely confused me. Nas wide open, misses the easy jumper. Nas wide open again, misses another jumper. This is the issue we're having in the fourth quarter. Nas is getting good looks, but they're not falling, causing us to get more and more of a deficit. I'm forced to take a tough three-pointer. That obviously doesn't go. The lead is 4. Trae Young misses that. Wemby get a rebound, misses that. Wemby with another rebound, dunks on Okongwu with an and one. He is a monster down here. This is what we're dealing with the best player in the NBA. When Wemby isn't a problem, Trae Young is. Fadeaway corner 3. Oh my goodness, the pick and roll of Wemby and Trae Young is next to impossible to guard because you don't know what to do as a defense. They won that game 5. Game 6 is underway and Trae Young is putting pressure on our defense. Nas get a contact dunk on Wemby. We got a lead in the third quarter. Nas with a beautiful layup. Now we got a fadeaway jumper from Alex Costanza. That was a great shot. Nas getting downhill, contact and the foul. Let's go, Nas. Me off a curl, wide open 3. Come on, man, in the bottom of the net. Wemby dribbling from the three-point line, hit a fadeaway jumper over Banton. Man, Wemby is talented. I get a steal on the Spurs. I'm out in transition. Easy dunk on a fast break. Screen and roll. Try to get that pass to go. Me and Basley. Easy play. Wemby fading. Knockdown. Wemby got so many layers to his game. Crossover, wide open, mid-range shot. How do I miss that? We're up 4. Wemby down the middle. We're up 2. Now we need a timeout to increase the lead back to 4. Wemby, pick and roll, easy dunk, back to a 2-point game. Wemby ain't going without a fight. I get the ball, off ball screen for Colin, wide open, 3-pointer. He hurt, but he making it work. Good steal from Okongwu. I'm up in transition. We push the lead to 7 off the layup. The Spurs don't have any other option besides Wemby, and he misses that. Now we starting to break this game wide open. We get a mismatch with Trae Young on Nas. We take advantage. Next possession, we switch Trae Young on the Nas again, and now we got him going in another ISO. Get to his spot and pull up over top of Trae. He ain't got no defense for that. Spurs down 9. They trying to do anything to come back. Trae Young hit this incredibly difficult three-pointer, but too little, too late. Okongwu put the nail in the coffin for the game. We exploited every mismatch we had. We played smart the whole game, and we extend this series to a game 7. Back-to-back series are going to a game 7, and all I can say about that is I hope y'all ready, because now it's time for us to really take advantage of the Spurs. We're down 3 and we're trying to cause disruption, but an easy pick and roll for Wembanyama. We're putting Alex Costanza in a pick and roll. I'll get an opening in the mid-range and knock that down, baby. That's too simple. Wemby fading away over Okongwu since he can't back him down. Now they got the lead to 5. Me get an open 3-pointer, bang, the lead is only 2. Trying to get a stop on Wemby, we could actually make progress. Wemby over Okongwu fadeaway, he finds a way to make another shot. We throw a turnover to Corey Kispert. Kispert pushing in transition right to Costanza, fouled and one. That is frustrating on our end. Trae Young got the ball, lobbed to Wemby. At this point, we couldn't do anything to stop the Spurs. Corey Kispert fake a screen and cut back door on me. Okongwu was there, but he still continues the and one. There was nothing we could do against this San Antonio team. They ultimately win the Western Conference Finals, making Wemby the MVP of the West Coast. He did his thing. Where we left off, the San Antonio Spurs eliminated us in the Western Conference Finals, and the Spurs go on to win the NBA Finals. Wembanyama so tall that he's not even fitting in frame. I go on to hang out with my Miami old head, and he trying to connect me and Shep because we're both of his favorite players, so he trying to see if he could fix the relationship me and him got, because there's been nothing but animosity since we were in college. I link up with some of my guys to really talk about it. Should me and Shep even squash our beef? Should we put our differences aside? Denver like, yeah, why not? Y'all grown men. That's been happening since y'all was 15. Y'all 25 years old now. It's been over 10 years. They're trying to talk some sense into me. I guess I see where they coming from, so I hit up Shep to see if we could squash this beef we got between each other. It's all been a misunderstanding. I never knew that that girl was ever his. We should be having beef with her, not between each other. This ain't even worth it anymore. Shep agrees, so we decide to hoop where we come from. In New York, they have a hoop street ball tournament every year. We usually go against each other. This year, let's hoop together, and Paul George decided to pop out. Paul George is retired from the NBA, but he's still trying to get some runs in, and he a little rusty at basketball. The shots ain't falling like they used to for him. George ended up leaving Shep open in the corner. I dot him. He get the bearings and pull up that 3, knock it down. PG, spin, pump fake, lay, get that to go over Shep. Lay up on top of me? No way. Pushing transition, I get ahead of steam, ain't no stopping me. Paul George hit a step back on Shep, pull up over him, can't get the shot to go. The jumper just ain't there for him. But this matchup is a D1 athlete, he ain't an NBA athlete, he can't even guard me. Paul George gets to his spot off this screen, another open 3, another miss. He is struggling. Shep ain't a jump shooter, so this step back, nice to see out of him. He's surprising me with his bag improvement. Layup downhill, can't guard me at all, buddy. Get out of the game. Once again, Paul George, step back, pull up. He finally gets a shot to fall. Shep with the steal. Me, I saved the ball in bounds. Pass it back to me, lob to Shep Owens. This is what was missing with us being enemies. We couldn't hoop like this ever before. It looked like instant chemistry out there. The crowd goes wild. Media day comes around and I gotta talk to the press. They want to see how I'm feeling in this upcoming season. I gotta do interviews. It's just a part of the job. As well as taking pictures and photos for covers of magazines for all different types of media sources. I'm out here doing everything I need to do in this press run as I'm ready for the start of this season. Being eliminated in the Western Conference Finals mean we were close to our goal, but we didn't quite hit it, so we made some improvements to our roster. We added Markelle Fultz. Now that he a little older, he gonna add wisdom and depth to our team as the backup point guard. We also added Hugo Gonzalez. He was averaging 17 for Toronto. Now he gonna play off the bench for us. Last year we had 59 wins. This year we made 58. It's only a 1-loss difference. That's okay, we still the second best team in the Western Conference, and we're still dominating on all cylinders. Me averaging 25 and 8 assists. With this stat line, I made the All-NBA first team for the first time. I also got invited to the National Basketball Players Association, so now I can help the NBA become a better place for the players. I also make the cover of my first magazine. And I'm getting ready for the first round of the playoffs. We're going up against the Golden State Warriors, and I'm absolutely locked in. Game 1, we had absolutely smothering defense, especially from Colin, gives us a 1-0 lead. The Warriors are in absolute rebuild mode right now. I'm surprised they even made the playoffs, but they had absolutely no chance against us. We are completely sweeping this team. Nas Cunningham led the team with 30 points per game against these Warriors, led us to the second round of the playoffs. I'm so proud of how we performed. Next round is a real challenge. We're going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I get downhill for this layup. Game 1, we take a lead in the fourth quarter and we never look back with it. Setting the lead to double digits, Shai Gilgeous tried his best to keep his team in it, but Nas was too dominant offensively that they couldn't do anything about us. I'm out in transition right here. I'm looking to kiss the sky, but that was great defense. Okongwu cleans up my miss. He misses it, cleans up his own miss. He misses it, cleans up his own miss. He finishes it strong. He start flexing. That's a monster. We take game 1 of the series. In the press conference, they're asking me, how do we plan on stopping Shai Gilgeous? You absolutely don't, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what they yapping about. I hate when they ask dumb questions. He had 41. Game 2, Shai Gilgeous is definitely a cause for concern, so we throw a different matchup at him. But, as you can see, we're trailing in the fourth quarter now, but they make a lot of mistakes, which is giving us opportunity to come back. Let's see what we could do here. I get to my spot, pull up, bang! That cuts the lead to 4. Now that we got an idea of how to make this run, I get downhill and I make a tough layup over Chet, a great blocker. But the Thunder are doing a great job at keeping this lead. Tough finish in transition. Good thing the ref didn't call it. Now we're mad the ref ain't calling fouls, because that's an and one we could have used. Nas over the contested hand. Bang! Cuts the lead to 4. Rebound. 50 seconds left. Let's see what we could get. Nobody picked me up off the rebound. Cut the lead to 2. Now we need a defensive stop. Shai Gilgeous says stop all that and gives them the go-ahead lead, and we don't get a chance to take it. Shai Gilgeous had 40 points with 10 assists. How you have back-to-back 40-point performances? We need an answer. We so far don't have one. This game 3 has been absolutely back and forth so far. That's why the game is only a 4-point lead. Step back from Shai, knock down another tough bucket. Nasir getting downhill to a shot he likes and he knocks it down. Okongwu with a screen. I'm looking, should I pass it? I decide to keep it myself. Fade away. Shai Gilgeous gets the rattle home. 4-point lead. Nas takes the contest and takes the finish and 1. Down 1. Down 3 because Shai don't want to stop. Since we down 3, bang! Give it to me, baby. Tie that game up. Shai Gilgeous smokes a layup and don't get a foul. We got a chance to win game 3 on a game winner. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nas misses his game-winning shot. Go to overtime. Easy backdoor layup against me. Shai Gilgeous wide open. Everything we did in this overtime was embarrassing. We barely scored anything. We lose game 3. Embarrassing game 3 performance. Game 4 was no different. We get smoked. They blow us out by 19. Coach brings us into the locker room, puts us in front of the drawing board. We need to recover. So now, game 5. You know we coming to answer. Since we're down 3 games to 1, we need to win or go home. We thinking that. 1-point game, we got the lead. Nasir gets this 3-pointer to rattle home. We got a 2-point lead. Nasir saying we're not going anywhere as long as I'm on this roster. Shai Gilgeous trying his best, not enough. Shai ain't answering the way Nasir is scoring. Look at this man. He was playing possessed. Great win. We are now 3 games to 2. The media is asking us, how are y'all going to stay alive? I don't know, but we fight for a game 7, and that's all that matters now. This game is getting physical. Shea Gildress, hard follow on Nas. I get up in his face. What you think you doing, dummy? Stop playing. We up a lot. Even more after that bucket. Drop down to Nas, Euro, lay us up. We smoke OKC in game 7. That's how you close out a NBA series. Stop playing with us. The media decides to do an interview while we're in the practice. How does it feel to make it back to the Western Conference Finals after you lost last year? And now you're going up against Luka Doncic, who was your mentor, and he decided to get traded. So now it's a rivalry game. The Texas versus Florida. Somebody out of Florida making it, somebody out of Texas. It's rivalries on both sides of the conference. But Luka, he is a monster. Puts us down 2-0. Me, I'm trying to do my best Luka impression against my mentor. Anyway, I get downhill off this rebound, bulling through the fake Iverson, layup in transition. Tie this series up at 2 games apiece. Me and Luka got something to say to each other. Come on, man. Tough finish. Let's see what I could do to stop Luka. Absolutely nothing right now. But we do have a 3-point lead. I blitz the passing lane. I do a beautiful reverse and transition. As y'all can see, I got 32 points up to this point. I'm doing my best. Nasir is also dropping 30. We going 30 for 30, baby. This is an ESPN documentary. Layup. Easy rebound. Back up again. Let's get it, Nas. We secure game 5. Game 6, we could win and end this series. Beautiful pick and roll, floater over the top, lovely finish. We are up 6. I cross over on Trey Man, layup, buddy. Stop playing. Running a down screen for me. I get open on that wing. Beautiful 3-pointer. Up 7 through contact and 1 with the foul. We trying to extend this lead, but we throw a turnover and Twin get downhill and get nasty on the rim. 4-point lead. Now we extend that lead, but we never look back. We take the series in 6 games. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now Nas win Western Conference MVP. Media talking to us. Now you're going up against Miami in the NBA Finals. This is your first time in the finals. How do you feel? I feel ready to go. That's how I feel. Shep, me and him, we fixed our rivalry. We fixed our feud. But this one is just personal. Every time I level up in life, Shep is right there doing it too. Made the All-Star team for the first time. That was also his first All-Star. Make the NBA Finals for the first time. This his second NBA Finals. He lost his first one, but that ain't gonna be me. Let's get downhill. Boom! I tried to bang on Shep for all them years he been trying to dunk on me. I'm telling y'all this is personal. We blow the Heat out by 19. He trying to get back in my face. Listen, man, we squashed our beef, but it's just personal in our heart. We both got that competitive spirit. Now, first quarter, it was a back and forth affair. It ain't fair how competitive this matchup is. The Heat, being coached by Eric Spoelstra, gave them a whole new game plan that got them a fourth quarter lead. You see they up by 10. Easy pick and roll. Bang, let's go, Nas. What they decided to do was put Shep Owens on Nasir. That really stopped Nasir from being an absolute threat with the basketball. Because in game 1, Nas put up 40. And so, that meant Shep had to start guarding him so Nas wouldn't be a threat offensively. Tyler Hero with a broken finger on his left hand still gave us 26. Anyway, we talked to the media. What are y'all gonna do? Obviously, we gonna make some adjustments. Shep being one of the best defensive players in the league, completely clamping up Nasir. We need other avenues of scoring, so now it's time for me to try to score. Since Shep ain't guarding me, let me get my buckets going. As y'all can see, I got 26, and the game is tied. Open jumper. Beautiful knockdown. Blitz in the arm of the broken hand of Tyler Hero. I'm getting downhill, taking contact, no foul, but we get the bucket. We got a lead in the fourth quarter with 50 seconds left. Come on, man. That's how you make adjustments and come correct. Y'all want to put Shep on Nas? I'll take over scoring. Y'all gonna need somebody to guard me now. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Game 4 was a rough one for us. Nas got completely cooked by Shep Owens. He only had 14 points. This man Shep is actually clamping Nasir, and he can't score at all. This is looking embarrassing. Me, I finished with 32 points. As you can see, I got 28 right now, but this lead was too large for us to ever come back from. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a tied series. They decide to go to Shep on the first play of the game, and he gets an and one and start flexing. Nas been struggling offensively. He said, I don't care no more. I'm just going to keep shooting. We need Nas offense. We wouldn't have made it this far without Nas, and we're trying to find buckets from every other player. We need it from our primary one, so we're going to use more screens to open up shots for Nasir to get easier points. That led us to a beautiful win in Game 5. Now, Game 6, we're sticking to that same game plan. Get Nas easy looks, and it's working beautifully. Backdoor cut from... Yeah, me having to guard Jaquez is absolutely annoying, but I blow past him and there's too much size defensively. They didn't need Shep on me, but I have to finish tough through all of the Heat defense. We go to Hugo. This is why we picked him up in free agency. He is a spark plug off the bench right now. Tyler Hero charges into me. I come off that flare screen. Easy mid-range jumper. As y'all can see, it's a 2-point game. Shep is powering through Nasir. Wow, Tyler Hero is hitting that shot in the corner. Hugo. That's how you know he a bucket. He be hitting every shot he get. We are down a lot, and I am being chased all around the perimeter. I get any separation, miss. Hey, there's so much size in Miami that they're rattling me. I struggled this game. They did a great job guarding me. As you can see, they took that game. We are going to a Game 7. Win or go home. Plan was to make Shep run around screens to open up separation for Nasir. Doing that to perfection right there. He bodies up Bam and fades over the top. We don't want tough shots like that, but Nas can hit it. Just like Tyler Hero can also hit tough shots. We ain't the only team with tough bucket getters. But as you can see, Nas running off ball. Hey man, he is looking smooth. But he ain't the only one cooking off ball. Beautiful pump fake gets me an easy layup. James, easy bucket over the top, bruh. I'm too short for James. I'm too short for Shep. I don't know. I'm at to pick my poison, and I definitely can't guard Tyler Hero. I gotta figure out somebody to guard. That's had been my struggle. I'm too little for everybody on their offense. Anyway, beautiful half-court lob to Nasir. This comes from years of playing together, building chemistry with your personnel. Who else would throw a half-court lob? Eric Spoelstra and David Aldridge talking at halftime. What would you like to see out of your Miami Heat? He said, I would like us to be more physical. I would like us to stop them in transition. Meanwhile, us in the locker room, we are talking, I'm now guarding Shep Owens. I can't guard James. I don't need to. I have years of experience guarding Shep. We know he can't shoot, so we'll live with him going downhill and we'll just bring help. But James is still guarding me, and I get him to bite on that jumper. Anyway, Nas backdoor cut. He get the step on Shep. Shep, now I'm guarding him like I said. He going downhill. That's what we gonna have to live with. I'm gonna have to fight that man at the rim. Been doing that for years. Colin forcing a turnover. But that's what happened when I'm guarding Shep. He making bad decisions. Look at that. He going downhill, pull up the midi. That's what we want him to do. Get that confidence to go downhill, and we'll all start to collapse on the paint. It is so far working as expected. James is on me. I'm getting around him easily. We scored non-stop back-to-back possessions. They needed a timeout, but Shep attacking me at the rim, so we attacking Shep on the other end. We throw the ball down into Nasir, and this is where the Heat start making a run. They start getting stops back-to-back, scoring. Now we trying to end this drought, and Hugo Gonzalez spraying a fadeaway 3. I'm telling you, he was a great pickup this offseason. I'm struggling. Nasir struggling. Beautiful shot. Give me that. Extend this lead. Collapsing off a Shep. We live with those, buddy. We live with those. Beautiful alley-oop out of the layup. Beautiful screen. Pop to the outside, but I decide to take the layup. Now I'm causing a steal. My head is up trying to see any passing lanes. Nasir, stop, pop, shot. Yeah, let's go, Nas. We are up 6, 13 seconds left. That's all she wrote. We win the NBA Finals, and Shep is going home disappointed. Hard work. It took us a lot of years to get here. We had to go through the Luka rebuild. We had to go through the growing pains of the draft. I had to go through being traded by the Kings. But ultimately, we reached our end goal. And I was Finals MVP.
I'd like to thank you all for joining us today as we bestow one of the rare honors in all of sport on our beloved MP. Some people told me it was too soon to give MP his own statue. And to those people, I say if you knew MP like I know MP, you know that no one's a surer thing in this business than this young man right here. MP, it's your day. Say a few words to your adoring fans.
The Dallas Mavericks organization is giving MP his own statue outside the stadium. He is officially a Hall of Fame member of the Dallas Mavericks. This is legendary. Just like Dwayne Wade in Miami, he's getting a statue.